This page depicts a Dreamcast magazine cover with characters from video games and advertisements for game demos and information. Extra Edition, GDROM, included special extra issue. Namco DC first title is Soul Calibur. Dreamcast Magazine. Demo version, GDROM, included special issue. Play and Read. Read and Play. 1999, April 2nd Extra Edition issue. Regular price 590 yen. Cyber Troopers Virtual on Oratorio Tangram, new version 5.4 and the DC version now. Special Report, The House of the Dead 2, Shenmue, Giant Graham All Japan Pro Wrestling, 2IN, Nippon Budokan. Dreamcast New Information, Super Speed Racing, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, Dreamcast, Thorough Strategy Complete Guide, Total Natural Color Stereoscopic Adventure Action Power Stone, Sega Rally 2, To the North, White Illumination, finally announced, included. Entry First Title, GAR, Soul Calibur, included. Huggy Heat featuring Blue Impulse Aero Dancing Sky Mission Attack Mode Demo version, in the Poi. Latest Huggy Heat Racing Game Demo version. Warp Cup D, 2 Shock Snowmobile Time Attack Tournament. 3 big bonus items. Stop Stop Latest Original Movie, Little Times. Latest Huggy Heat Racing Blue Impulse. Promotion Disc. Dreamcast Promotion Disc. Sega. SoftBank. Sega Enterprises. This page depicts promotional material for the Dreamcast exclusive software. A versus fighting game. Marvel vs. Capcom. Clash of Superheroes. The standard price is 5,800 yen, excluding tax. Compatible peripherals include arcade stick, VGA box, and rumble pack. It's from Capcom, Capcom Company Limited. Located at 5,400,037, 313, Uchihiranomachi, Chuoku, Osakashi. For Capcom software information, contact Osaka 0669 46 659, Tokyo 03334 00718, Sapporo 0112818 834, Sendai 0222146040, Nagoya 052571 0493, Hiroshima 0899348786, Fukuoka 0924411991. Please double-check the phone numbers to avoid misdialing. Capcom FAX number FAX 06-694-76640. Capcom homepage http://www.capcom.co.jp/ Capcom Friendly Club CFC is recruiting members. CFC Secretariat Telephone 0669480555. Marvel, Captain America, Gambit, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Venom, War Machine, Onslaught, and all other Marvel characters, and the distinctive likenesses thereof, are trademarks of Marvel Characters, Inc., and are used with permission. 1999, Marvel Characters, Inc., all rights reserved. Capcom Company Limited 1999, all rights reserved. Strider. Moto KIK AKU. Passionate. Capcom Company Limited 1999, all rights reserved. This video game has been produced under license from Marvel Characters Inc. Tokyo Game Show, 99 Autumn. Venue, Makuhari Messe, Japan Convention Center. Exhibition Halls 18. Dates, March 20th, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 21st, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Organizer, Computer Entertainment Software Association, CESA. Dreamcast is a trademark of Sega Enterprises, Limited. This page depicts an advertisement for the Dreamcast game, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, and features several Marvel characters including Spider-Man prominently in the foreground, with Venom, Captain America, War Machine, Hulk, Gambit, and Wolverine also shown. Vs. Tage, Series number 3.3.25 on sale. Buggy Heat is an off-road racing game for Dreamcast, priced at 5,800 yen, excluding tax, developed by CRI in 1999. It boasts realistic and exhilarating buggy racing, with dynamic environments featuring deserts, snow mountains, and varied terrains. The game emphasizes real-time driving motion, showcasing realistic controls and driver movements through car-mounted cameras, capturing steering, gear changes, and player actions. It includes a driver training function, where AI drivers learn player skills, featuring 8 unique AI rivals. Multiplayer for 12 players is supported, along with visual memory, modem, racing controller, Furu pack, and VGA compatibility. A promotional campaign offers original goods like logo t-shirts, caps, and QUO cards via a questionnaire postcard lottery, with a May 15, 1999 application deadline and prize shipment as winner notification. The advertisement concludes with an apology for a release delay and anticipates a summer release. Advertisement for the Dreamcast game Aero Dancing, featuring Blue Impulse, an acro flight simulation, highlighting its realism and inclusion of the Japan Air Self-Defense Force's Blue Impulse aerobatic team. Developed under the supervision of a former JASDF pilot, the game boasts authentic aircraft behavior, realistic controls including flaps and afterburners, and over 10 real aircraft including the T-4 Blue Impulse. Players can experience 360-degree aerial freedom above detailed landscapes and aim to become squadron leader. The game features 14-player multiplayer and is compatible with visual memory, modem, rumble pack, and VGA. Priced at 5,800 yen, excluding tax. Copyright 1999, CRI. The ad also includes a recruitment notice from CRI-CSK Research Institute for Game Development and Technology staff, with seminars for new graduates and details on their website. Voice cast includes Mayumi Kajihara. This page depicts the contents of Dreamcast Magazine, April 2nd, 1999 Extra Edition, 1999 SoftBank Corp. Unauthorized reproduction of articles is prohibited. P25. The promised time has come. Namco's Dreamcast title. The first bomb announcement. Soul Calibur porting decision. Emergency interview Big Fast report. Special project. New generation Oritan and DC version Oritan are now approaching. P20. Computer Battle Machine Virtual on Oratorio Tangram. MSBS Ver. 5.4 Official Release. Dreamcast Special Feature. Dreamcast's expected works are introduced in bulk. P34. The House of the Dead 2. P38. Shenmue. P44. P44. Giant Graham All Japan Pro Wrestling 2 in Nippon Budokan. P62-94. Dreamcast Hot Information. Dreamcast's new arrival game information. Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Super Speed Racing. North to White Illumination. 7 Mansions of Smile. Tolman. P109. Dreamcast Soft Complete Guide. Thorough Strategy to Master. Power Stone. Sega Rally 2 Pupuyan. Special Project. Doramaga Exclusive Yamaha Cooperation presents. P104. Whoopee Cup. D2 Shock. Snowmobile Time Attack Contest. Special Project. Musician Yoko Takahashi talks. P13. Oh. Dreamcast Network spreads the world of Internet. 4. 1999. SoftBank Corp. All rights reserved. Now. No material in this publication may be reproduced, in whole or in part, in any form without permission. Printed in Japan. This page details a Dreamcast promotion disc included with a magazine, featuring playable demos, experience versions, of games like Blue Stinger, Aero Dancing featuring Blue Impulse, and Buggy Heat. It includes developer commentary and strategy guides for these demos. The magazine itself covers both Dreamcast and Sega Saturn content. Dreamcast sections include news, data, software reviews, reader races, columns by personalities like voice actress Minami Omi, and game-specific corners for titles such as Puyo Puyon, Crazy Taxi, and Naomi. Sega Saturn information is mentioned, referencing Sega Satamaga, weekly Sega Saturn magazine. There are game indexes for Dreamcast, Marvel vs. Capcom, and Sega Saturn, listing titles like Shenmue, Soul Calibur, Derby Stallion, and Dungeons & Dragons Collection. The cover art is an illustration of Blue Stinger. Dreamcast Magazine Weekly News announces exciting Sega Dreamcast events at the Tokyo Game Show '99 Spring held March 20 to 21 at Makuhari Messe. Former managing director Yugawa will appear at the Sega booth on March 19, offering presents and showcasing the latest CF on a multi-screen. VM downloads for popular games like Shenmue and Sonic Adventure will be available. The event features a live, mail chum performance with net characters and real-time mail replies. Sega is highlighting Shenmue and Seaman with free merchandise, including Shenmue CDs, Let's Make a Pro Baseball Team, Trials, and Seaman t-shirts. A digital horse racing newspaper My Trackman's event will offer live race predictions on March 20th, promoting the software launching April 9th. Attendees can also experience network battles with Guru Guru Hot Springs in a three-way relay connecting the venue with Odaiba, Tokyo Joyopolis, and Sega HQ, even allowing chat with developers. The overall atmosphere promises exciting Dreamcast experiences. This page details events and announcements for a game show. Stage programs include a Dangerous Creator Talk Battle and Club DDR Rave Dance event on March 20th and 21 Stone, the latter offering prizes. Voice actresses Yuko Anai and Rei Hirachi will host a talk show on March 20th. Charity auctions and raffles will be held on both days. A CISA Grand Prize Quiz Championship is scheduled for March 21st, along with a talk show by Sakura Tange. Online coverage is provided by GameSpot, Geisen, and Goo, offering real-time updates, video streaming, and venue atmosphere from home. DC goods, including Power Stone, Shenmue, and Sakura merchandise, are available at Sega, Broccoli, and Gamers booths. Bandai is showcasing WonderSwan news and games like Mobile Suit Gundam Gaiden, offering gold WonderSwans and straps as prizes. Softy Imagina announced their third Dreamcast title, Seita Heike Expendable, a shooting game due in June. Real Sound Wind Regret Loving Association event for game fans will be held nationwide from March 6th-7th, featuring game sales, trials, and appearances by Mr. Aino, with autographed goods and gifts. Team Yanmaga Sega Rally, representing Sega Saturn magazine, achieved 10th place overall in the Safari Rally, a notable feat as the only Japanese team. The Vantan Group is holding a Vantan character contest for young creators to design characters, with commercialization planned for winners. Koei will release Sangokushi Sekiheki Taisen, a trading card game based on the Sangokushi series in July. Joyopolis is offering discounted regional promotion ticket special tickets until April, and a special anniversary ticket, including train fare until April 16th at Tokyo JP. Amuse and Digital Science Research Institute are releasing Gege no Kitaro Phantom Train, a 3D CG anime event attraction using their RCSAT technology. This magazine page presents game and music news. 5 readers can win a July prequel novel designed to deepen understanding of the game's world. A lawsuit regarding used game software resale was settled, with retailer Dow acknowledging ACCS's copyright claims. ACCS aims to establish rules for the used market, potentially involving licensing fees for retailers. The Puyo Puyon Dreamcast soundtrack is being released. New music releases include best albums from Romantic Mode and BUCK-TICK, albums from Pool, Lolita No. 18, Ayano Ahane, and singles from Tanpopo, Love Comedy, and Yoko Inoue. Application details are provided for prize giveaways, with an April 2nd deadline. This weekly Dreamcast Data Station magazine page presents a Dreamcast game sales ranking for the week of March 1st to 7th. Leading the chart at number 1 is the new fighting action game, Psychic Force 2012, praised for its arcade quality. Following at number 2, also new, is the puzzle game, Puyo Puyon, highlighting its Dreamcast availability and new features. Aero Dancing, featuring Blue Impulse, Flight Sim, ranks 3rd, commended for its realistic detail. Power Stone, fighting action, is 4th, emphasizing unique home console gameplay. Sega Rally 2 Inches, Rally Racing, holds 5th, noted for detailed car information. Pop and Music, Music Sim, is 6th, considered a potential long seller. Sonic Adventure, Action, is 7th, representing a new Sonic generation. Kinky Sekai Evolution, RPG, is 8th, offering extended gameplay. Mahjong Tournament 2 Special, Mahjong, new at 9th, features historical figures. Virtua Fighter 3 TB, Fighting Action, closes the top 10, maintaining its position with growing sales. Data was aggregated from cooperating stores like Bruto, Wanpaku Kozo, and Ginza Hakuhinkan Toy Park. This text presents a reader-voted ranking of the top 30 most anticipated Dreamcast games. Grandia 2, Game Arts RPG, leads with 564 points, pondering Dreamcast's communication features. Shenmue, Sega Adventure, is second with 563 points, highlighted as a major game show draw. Biohazard Code, Veronica, Capcom Survival Horror, ranks third with 419 points, with readers awaiting news. Blue Stinger, Sega Action Adventure, is the weekly pickup at 14th place, noted for its movie and Nishigaki's articles. Other ranked titles include Magical Sword X, House of the Dead 2, Electric Brain Warship Vartalon, D no Shokutaku 2, Jojo no Kimyo no Boken, Dynamite Deca 2, Mobile Suit Gundam Gaiden, King of Fighters Dream Match 1999, Street Fighter Zero 3, and many more from publishers like Atlas, Warp, Bandai, SNK, and NEC Interchannel. Work. Release dates are primarily scheduled for 1999, spring, summer, or specific dates in March, April, June, July, and December. The ranking is based on reader questionnaires received by March 19th. Two rankings from a Japanese Dreamcast magazine are presented. The first is a Reader's Choice Transplantation Hope Software Ranking Top 20, listing games fans wanted on Dreamcast. Top titles included Rental Hero, Mega Drive, Sakura Wars, Saturn, Final Fantasy, PlayStation, and Virtua Striker 2, version 99, video game. The second ranking is a Video Game Income Ranking Top 15 Inches, showcasing top-earning arcade games. Virtua Striker 2 version 99 led this chart, followed by Virtua Fighter 3 TB and Denu Senki, Virtual On Oratorio Tangram. Separate text highlights anticipation for Soul Calibur's release, excitement for Sonic Team games like Burning Rangers, and the unique face-scanning feature of Race On. There's also discussion of a new arcade version of Virtual On Oratorio Tangram, Firmware 5.4, and its connection to the eagerly awaited Dreamcast port. The magazine references cooperating arcades like Ikebukuro, GIGO, and high-tech Sega Akihabara, dating it around 1998, judging by the copyright. This Dreamcast magazine advertisement from 1999 showcases a variety of upcoming software and hardware releases. Organized in tables, it lists games and peripherals by release date, manufacturer, price in yen, genre, and compatibility. The software section is primarily games slated for release between March and December 1999, with a few extending into January 2000 and beyond, with undecided dates. Genres span action, RPG, simulation, sports, racing, adventure, shooting, and more niche categories like mahjong and training simulations. Notable titles include Marvel vs. Capcom, House of the Dead 2, Shenmue, tentative title, and Biohazard Code, Veronica. Hardware featured includes the Dreamcast gun and fishing controller. Beyond games and peripherals, the ad also highlights related products like Game Dream Battle and Giant Graham Channel, minigames utilizing the visual memory unit. The advertisement paints a picture of a rich and diverse gaming library coming to the Dreamcast platform. Dreamcast Magazine's Readers Poll, Race 12, is a reader participation project ranking Dreamcast software based on 10-point scale votes. Published weekly, the poll aggregates reader opinions and comments, presenting an odds table reflecting average scores for over 200 titles as of March 19th. Sonic Adventure consistently ranks top, followed by Galaxy Force 2 and Natural Doctrine Ultimate Power Stone. New entries and ranking changes are noted. The magazine also previews upcoming software and encourages readers to vote via postcards, limiting entries to 5. A detailed section reviews Psychic Force 2012, highlighting its enhanced graphics compared to the arcade version, but noting the lack of new Dreamcast-specific features like online battles. Reader comments praise its graphics and gameplay, while some critique the strong AI difficulty. Overall, the poll provides a reader-driven evaluation of the Dreamcast software library. This page reviews Dreamcast games. Aerodancing, featuring Blue Impulse, is praised as an immersive flight simulator with great graphics, controls, and free flight, despite its high difficulty. Reviewers highlight replay mode and varied gameplay. Puyo Puyon is noted as more of the same fun puzzle action, with improved graphics and voice acting, though lacking novelty and featuring character strength imbalances. Mahjong Tournament 2 Special is considered overpriced for Dreamcast and lacks impact, but is a decent mahjong game for fans. Power Stone is highly rated for its easy controls, fresh graphics, and fun gameplay, especially for fighting game enthusiasts. However, some find the new special moves unbalanced and story mode loading times long, but overall it's seen as a great and accessible fighting game. This issue of Dreamcast Reader's Race features game and peripheral rankings. Poppin' Music is ranked 7th, with readers praising the game itself but giving mixed feedback on the optional controller. The Furu Furu Pack is a popular new peripheral, ranking 2nd and praised for its affordable price and vibration features enhancing gameplay. Top peripherals overall are the Dreamcast VGA Box, Furu Furu Pack, and Arcade Stick. 2 prediction games are announced for the next issue, guessing the ranking of House of the Dead 2 and the odds for Blue Stinger. Prizes include software and an arcade stick and VM set. Winners from the previous contest are announced, and readers are encouraged to participate in the Reader's Race via postcard to predict game rankings and odds for a chance to win. This magazine review previews 2 Dreamcast games scheduled for release between March 19th and 25th. Northward, White Illumination, 5,800 yen, a dating sim set in Hokkaido released on March 18th, received an average score of 7.0. Reviewers praised its fresh communication system, CBS, charming character interactions, and soft, appealing art style, highlighting the enjoyable Hokkaido sightseeing experience. Minor criticisms included unsurprising CBS implementation and some dialogue feeling slightly unnatural. Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, 5,800 yen, an action fighting game releasing on March 25th, scored 8.33. It is lauded as a faithful and perfect arcade port, boasting fast loading times and crisp, arcade-quality graphics. The new Cross Fever mode for 4-player tag battles is a highlight, making it enjoyable for both beginners and experts. While D-pad controls are considered slightly challenging, the game is highly recommended for its excellent port quality and engaging gameplay. Sengokushi VI on Dreamcast is lauded as a high-quality, accessible strategy game, even for newcomers to the series. Reviewers praise its smooth gameplay, fast pacing, and improved processing speed over the Saturn version. Engaging events and well-crafted scenes are noted positives, though some find the lack of tutorial and unexplained virtue command as drawbacks. While some cursor control issues and limited scenarios are mentioned, the game is generally well received. Nobunaga no Yabu Saoshiroku is celebrated for its immersive Warring States experience, particularly enjoying historical events and extensive editing features. Its beginner-friendly interface, comprehensive tutorial, and stress-free gameplay are highlighted, alongside the game's vast roster of vividly depicted warlords. The main criticism is the restrictive, single VM save slot. House of the Dead 2 on Dreamcast is commended for its arcade-perfect graphics and intense horror atmosphere, though it's significantly more challenging than its predecessor. Gun controllers are strongly recommended for optimal play, emphasizing precise aiming and fast reflexes. While the game effectively recreates the arcade experience, changes to reloading mechanics and the vibration pack, potentially hindering aim, receive mixed feedback. Super Speed Racing is praised for its overtaking excitement, realistic kart experience, and easy controls. Reviewers highlight the engaging championship mode, immersive oval racing, and realistic sound design, though some desired more game modes. Blue Stinger is lauded for its cinematic atmosphere, graphics, and sound, but criticized for its linear progression, camera issues, and slow action. Despite these points, it's considered easy to play. Dreamcast Gun is presented as a must-have peripheral for gun shooter fans, compatible with House of the Dead 2, emphasizing expandability and a futuristic design. Gamera Dream Battle lets players choose from 17 kaiju to battle in tournaments, allocate ability points, and enjoy monster showdowns, with a defense-focused strategy suggested for easier wins. This advertisement promotes Cybertroopers Virtual On Oratorio Tangram MSBS Ver 5.4, an arcade revision of version 5.2, preceding the Dreamcast version. Location tests were conducted in major cities, and Dr. Watari emphasizes the improved balance and versus battle gameplay in Ver 5.4. This new version aims to recapture the original fun of Virtual Elon by revising the balance between VR mobility, long-range shooting, and short-range attacks. A new POP will be placed in arcades to promote Ver 5.4. which serves as the foundation for the upcoming Dreamcast release. The advertisement also lists release dates for past Virtual On games and showcases VR units RVR33, Ape-Armed, The Battler, and CYPHAR in the 6th plant, Satchelmouth setting. This Japanese gaming magazine page showcases Denu Senki Virtual On Oratorio Tangram MSBS Ver 5.4. Featuring screenshots and producer Juro Watari. Watari details Verduring 5.4's aim to refine the series' core concept, dense, 3D battles, addressing issues from Ver 4. 5.2 like the separation of shot and close-range combat, Ver 4. 5.4 integrates these styles for a more balanced and engaging experience. Key improvements include enhanced screen displays for Valbados, visual tweaks to shots, a symbolic Dreamcast backpack, and improved close-range combat efficiency. The update balances gameplay by adjusting attack efficiency, mobility, and close-range options, encouraging strategic combat within a 150 to 250 meters neutral zone, emphasizing the tussle. 5.4 aims for comprehensive integration and to honor the original Virtual Add-on spirit. Verduring 5.4 of Virtual Add-on is described as a significant upgrade, truly embodying the game's concept with high 3D freedom. The Dreamcast version is based on Vermine 5.4, aiming to be a complete, refined home port with enhanced single-player and network battles, contrasting with the arcade version's short play focus. A key gameplay element is the neutral zone distance, 150 to 250, central to combat and strategy, encouraging players to develop diverse fighting styles. Virtual Add-on emphasizes high freedom, demanding player skill and understanding to master different combat approaches. The DC version aims for strong network battles and potential multiplayer. Verduring 5.4 enhances close-range combat, but players are urged to understand unit strengths. Temjin is balanced and emphasizes normal combat, while a Farmed B is a high-offense close combat unit. Developers stress understanding machine performance and building individual playstyles, not making the game overly easy, and prioritizing player skill development. This special edition feature details Cybertrooper's Virtual On Oratorio Tangram MSBS Vir 5.4 and its Dreamcast counterpart. Ver 5.4 emphasizes high-density battles in space, realizing intense close-range combat while improving usability for all machine types. Mid to long-range combat is rebalanced with revised shot counts, guidance, and speed. Mobile performance is also enhanced. The Dreamcast version, Authoritative, prioritizes network battles, aiming for arcade-level responsiveness despite network latency. Machine updates in Ver 5.4 include significant changes to Angelan, prioritizing Varmer output. Raiden's mobility matures, allowing for better battle pacing. GRYSVOK is a versatile powerhouse, while SPECINEFF remains a relentless close-range assassin with toned-down aerial mobility. APHARMEDS is a balanced, high performer. BALBADOS receives subtle improvements for expert players. FEIYENKN evolves into a well-rounded machine. DORDRAY boasts exceptional armor. ASIM is an overpowered, not-for-beginner machine that degrades over time. The Dreamcast version is anticipated in spring. This page depicts an advertisement for the Dreamcast game Super Speed Racing. Because it's fast. Seriously, it's a go-kart, dude. Exhilarating battle at 380 kilometers per hour. It will be released on March 25th. The price is 5,800 yen, excluding tax. It is compatible with racing controllers and VGA boxes. Dream Companions. Dreamcast Partners membership recruitment in progress. Focus. Buy software and save points. Dreampoint Bank. Tokyo Game Show 99 Spring Advance tickets on sale now. What is kart? Championship auto racing teams. The pinnacle of American formula. Car restrictions are looser than F1, and average speeds are much faster. This April, it will be re-landing in Japan at Motegi Circuit. Namco, initially seen as hesitant, announced their participation in the Dreamcast project, much to the relief of Sega fans. 156 days after declaring their support at the Sega New Challenge Conference 2 press conference on October 6th, Namco officially revealed their Dreamcast titles on March 11th at a special Presentation 99 Spring event held at their headquarters. The event, attended by numerous press members, initially showcased PlayStation titles before shifting focus to Dreamcast. Namco's PR representative hinted at their commitment to Dreamcast before unveiling footage of their new game, presumed to be Soul Calibur, which generated significant excitement. This announcement marks a major development for Dreamcast, with Namco, a significant game developer, now seriously creating content for the console. Namco announced the Dreamcast version of Soul Calibur at a press conference, confirming rumors and expressing their commitment to the new console. Presented as a port of the arcade hit, currently 30% complete, the Dreamcast version is being developed by the Namco VS development team, including key members listed in the article. Namco chose Soul Calibur as their first Dreamcast title to maximize the console's potential, citing its advanced 3D graphics and weapon-based combat. Impressed by Dreamcast's capabilities, Namco aims to surpass the arcade version's visual quality, including enhanced effects and character models. The press at the conference were highly impressed by the early build, noting its significant impact and anticipation. The article emphasizes the high quality and expectations surrounding Dreamcast Soul Calibur as a flagship title for Namco's entry into the Dreamcast market. The article previews the Dreamcast version of Soul Calibur, emphasizing its significantly enhanced graphics compared to the arcade original. Developers highlight the Dreamcast's capabilities, allowing them to surpass previous hardware limitations and achieve their desired visual quality. They boast even at this early stage, the Dreamcast version displayed on a PC monitor already exceeded the arcade visuals, with expectations for further improvements. Despite a short 3-month development period, Namco aims to refine the game, adding extra content and modes, a hallmark of their home console ports. Developers express confidence that the Dreamcast version will offer superior balance and fun, with some stating graphics are projected to be 10 times better. Ivy's model and backgrounds are specifically mentioned as receiving upgrades. A playable version was anticipated as early as the Tokyo Game Show. Namco is developing Soul Calibur for Dreamcast, with the same staff as the arcade version. After 3 months, development is 30% complete, focusing on smoother, more dynamic movements. At Tokyo Game Show, Namco plans character and stage demos, featuring 10 playable characters, including returning fighters like Mitsurugi, Ivy, and Xianghua, plus 3 new additions. They will have 10 playable units and 4 demo units at their booth. The release is targeted for early summer, around July. Namco is also positively considering online communication battles, researching its feasibility with Sega's help for this and future titles. Dreamcast's network capabilities offer the potential for 60 FPS online combat, a challenging but exciting prospect that could greatly expand the game's appeal. Namco announced exciting news about the Dreamcast version of Soul Calibur, promising enhanced graphics surpassing the arcade version due to a complete remake of character models and stage designs for more realism and emotional appeal. New techniques will be included, and the development team is focused on improved motion, speed, smoothness, lighting, and realism. While visual memory implementation is uncertain due to time constraints, the possibility of utilizing NAOMI in the future was mentioned. Namco confirmed their tradition of adding extra elements to ports, with plans to enhance game modes in Soul Calibur DC, though details are yet to be revealed. New characters are unconfirmed. Besides an opening movie, gameplay-related movie content is also considered. An illustration contest was launched, offering players the chance to have their Soul Calibur-related artwork featured in the Dreamcast game, receive in-game credit, and a free copy of the game for adopted submissions. Soul Calibur for Dreamcast is hyped as a weapon-based fighting game evolving from Soul Edge. It retains the core controls, guard, horizontal/vertical/kick, while introducing new systems like 8WAYRUN for deeper close combat. The story centers on the shattered cursed sword Soul Edge and warriors drawn to its power. Basic controls use 4 buttons and an 8-way lever for attacks, throws, and charged moves. Featured characters include returning fighters Voldo, Sophidia, Mitsurugi, and Taki, alongside new characters Xianghua, Ivy, and Maxi, each with unique fighting styles and weapons, like Voldo's Katar and Jamadhar, Xianghua's Jian, Ivy's Snake Blade, and Maxi's Nunchaku. Motion capture enhances character animations, promising a powerful and immersive weapon fighting experience on the Dreamcast. Soul Calibur System Edition 2 introduces enhanced 3D movement with the 8WAYRUN system, allowing free battlefield navigation. Strategic depth is added through guard impact, enabling players to deflect or parry attacks, and aerial control, which aids in avoiding ring-outs and aerial combos. The Dreamcast version refines visuals and move specifications, potentially altering character balance. The game features 10 swordsmen, and the initial preview introduces 6. Sophidia, a close combat fighter with sword and shield. Mitsurugi, a mid-range Japanese swordsman. Killick, utilizing a rod for mid-range attacks. Nightmare, a mid to long-range fighter wielding Soul Edge. Taki, a close-range ninja with dual swords. And Astaroth, a powerful axe-wielding character with strong throws. Aelphalite. Each character is briefly detailed with their weapon, stage, and background. This Dreamcast special report from a Japanese gaming magazine highlights Namco's entry into the Dreamcast market. Interviews with executives confirmed Namco's commitment to the console, following rumors of their involvement. The report lists Namco's past titles on PlayStation and Sega's Mega Drive/Game Gear, then focuses on the upcoming Dreamcast release, Soul Calibur. A reader poll of 100 Sega users showed strong approval, 77%, for Namco's Dreamcast debut with Soul Calibur, though some desired different genres. Readers requested Tekken and Ridge Racer series, alongside original Dreamcast titles. For Soul Calibur, players wished for faster tempo, 4-player battles, high-quality graphics, and bonus content like character creation and VM minigames. The top 5 requested Namco titles for Dreamcast were Tekken, Ridge Racer, original titles, Ace Combat, and Tales of Dai. Overall, the report conveys excitement and high expectations from Sega fans for Namco's presence on the Dreamcast. This page depicts an advertisement for the game Undercover, a detective action-adventure game set in AD 2025 key. This infiltration investigation, survival probability unknown. Presented by Pulse Interactive with Sega. Character design by Kenichi Kutsugi. Directed by Hitoshi Yoneda. Story by Arimasa Osawa. Music by Gomi. Production direction by Masayasu Ishikawa. Pulse Interactive Company Limited. Visit us at //co.undercover.co.jp/1999. Pulse Interactive, Inc. and its licensors. All rights reserved. 1999, Arimasa Osawa, Kenichi Kutsugi, /Gomi, is Toei. Dreamcast is a trademark of Sega Enterprises, Limited. Dreamcast is releasing The House of the Dead 2 inches on March 25, 1999, priced at 5,800 yen for software, or 7,800 yen with a gun set. This highly anticipated horror gun shooting game boasts 100% arcade version completion and supports 2-player mode. Sega emphasizes this DC version perfectly replicates the popular NAOMI arcade game, making it ideal for arcade fans and newcomers alike to hone their skills. Going beyond a simple port, the DC release introduces exclusive content, notably, Boss Mode. This new mode is a time attack challenge, where players battle individual bosses from each stage, allowing for focused practice and score competition. The game promises a synergy between arcade and home console experiences, making the gun set a recommended purchase for this definitive version of House of the Dead 2. Finally on Dreamcast. The House of the Dead 2 is a highly anticipated horror gun shooting game with a cinematic and suspenseful story centered around the mastermind Goldman. This sequel refines the established style of the original, focusing on mystery and character development. Players control James and Gary, special operatives, along with support from Harry and Amy. G from the previous game is captured, and Goldman is the antagonist, aiming to rule humanity with superior creatures. The Dreamcast version features an exclusive training mode to hone skills. For the best experience, a DC gun and rumble pack are highly recommended, offering superior realism and immersion compared to standard controllers due to spotlight aiming and vibration. The game uses screen flash reload, differentiating it from arcade versions. It emphasizes aim and shoot gameplay on screen with a gun controller. Dreamcast Special Report. The House of the Dead 2 inches released March 25, 1999, is highlighted in this advertisement. Chapter 1. Prologue introduces basic gameplay, aiming, reloading, and human rescue amidst hordes of zombies. Its boss, Judgment, is weak to gargoyles. Chapter 2. Mutter, in gloomy sewers, features extensive branching paths impacting difficulty, with its boss's chest as a weak point. Chapter 3. Darkness shifts to boat-based shooting on waterways, emphasizing memorizing enemy spawn locations for success against large zombie groups. Home version options enhance playability beyond arcade difficulty, including BGM test and customizable settings like lives and continues. Gun controller and calibration are required for optimal gameplay, with vibration pack support also available. Prepare for unexpected enemy attacks and new zombie types across all chapters. Scene digests are introduced for the game. Chapter Darkness features a scary atmosphere where players must destroy objects for items and rescue people deeper inside, leading to a boss fight against Type 8000 Tower, a giant worm. This boss has a main blue worm and 4 supporting worms that must be defeated first to inflict damage. The final phase is a 1 versus 1 fight against the central worm. The next chapter promises even more intense battles, with an urgent message from Amy signaling worsening battle conditions. Night stages with cunning bosses await, and boss mode training is recommended to prepare for strong enemies like persistent enemies, zombies, and Devilon. The next issue of Dreamcast Magazine will feature a full strategy guide with new modes revealed, concrete techniques for HOD2, detailed stage explanations, game mode information, and is targeted towards DC users, recommending a gun set. Score attack and route branching techniques will also be explained to deepen understanding and allow players to choose favorite routes. This page depicts an advertisement for Shenmue at Tokyo Game Show 99, featuring Ryo Hazuki and Shenhua. Dreamcast Special Report. Dreamcast Software Anticipation. Number 1. Tokyo Game Show 99. Shenmue Suzuki. Long-awaited 2 days. Special Report. Tokyo Game Show. Release date finally revealed? It's finally tomorrow, March 20th. The Tokyo Game Show 99 Spring, which will be open to the general public. Inside, there will probably be people waiting eagerly to enter the game show venue, clutching their Dreamcast magazines. Following the press conference in Yokohama at the end of last year, nationwide press conferences were held at the beginning of the year for Dreamcast's biggest topic, Shenmue. It will be exhibited for the first time to the general public in a playable format, so attention is very high at this game show. And on the 19th at 11:20 a.m. on the day for press and industry people, Mr. Yu Suzuki himself from Sega booth will announce the official release date of Shenmue and future developments. Finally, a huge project will be revealed. What will you see at the venue? Shenhua is coming soon. And then, the mysterious new mode, Skill Transmission, is revealed. Also, at the game show venue, a mysterious mode that no one has ever seen before will be experimentally released. What exactly is this Skill Transmission mode? Sega. Spring release schedule, price undecided, free. Full Reactive Eyes Entertainment. This promotional page announces Shenmue's presence at the Tokyo Game Show Spring 99, inviting attendees to the Sega booth on March 20th and 21st. 4 playable exhibition events are highlighted. Chase Type QTE for simple excitement, QTE Battle for intense action accessible to all, Free Battle for advanced players and Virtua Fighter fans, and the debut of the mysterious Technique Transmission mode, potentially involving gambling. The page also promotes Hazuki Ishigaki's Fan Corner in Dreamcast Magazine, and a special appearance and handshake event with voice actors Masaya Matsukaze, Ryo Hazuki, Takumi Kasahara, Ren Wuying, and Hazuki Ishigaki, Shenhua Ling, on both days, emphasizing their motion capture roles. Handshake events are scheduled 3 times daily, advising early arrival and potential numbered tickets due to crowds. Shenmue is highlighted as the most anticipated Dreamcast software in a special report focusing on the Tokyo Game Show. Attendees will have the opportunity to play Shenmue demos, receive free single CDs, and witness staff interviews, including an announcement about the official release date and future developments. The playable demo is designed to be easily understood, showcasing the vast world of Shenmue, and is complemented by a new 10-minute demo movie. 2 types of QTEs will be demonstrated. Chase QTEs involving evading obstacles during a pursuit, and Battle QTEs featuring sequential enemy encounters in warehouse-like settings. Mr. Hirata emphasizes Shenmue's groundbreaking nature, highlighting its dense content and potential to redefine adventure games. The text also praises the detailed and lifelike CG movies, noting the creator's dedication to portraying character emotions and a living world, even in early development stages, with attention to minute details like insects. This promotional page for Shenmue highlights its action-oriented gameplay set in industrial areas, featuring a young woman character. A key announcement is the Collect Shenmue service, allowing players to download and collect up to 100 Shenmue characters onto visual memory units. This service will debut at a game show, initially offering 4 characters with the program, and subsequent downloads allowing character selection. However, it's crucial to note Collect Shenmue is incompatible with visual memory already containing other game programs. The text emphasizes Shenmue's groundbreaking software technology, creating lifelike characters and emotions with advanced techniques, which represents a leap forward in game development. The importance of voice acting is also mentioned, with a dedicated Shenmue Voice Actor Corner planned for Famitsu Dreamcast Magazine. Free single CD distribution and various game modes, including Free Battle, are also advertised. This magazine article focuses on Ishigaki Hazuki, the voice actress for Shenhua in the highly anticipated Dreamcast game Shenmue. It highlights her dedication to the role, including wearing Shenfei's costume during recording sessions to fully embody the character. Ishigaki shares her rigorous preparation for voice acting, involving muscle training, vocal exercises, and facial expression practice. She describes her initial nervousness with voice acting and her growing confidence. The article also touches upon her appearance at the Tokyo Game Show and reveals personal details like her real name, Ishigaki Akiko, age, 20, measurements, hobbies, and how she was immediately chosen for the role by director Yu Suzuki. This monthly column aims to explore Ishigaki's experiences and connect her with fans through this Dream Magazine-only support corner. This promotional feature highlights Ishigaki Hazuki, voice actress for Shenhua in Shenmue. Hazuki discusses her acting approach, emphasizing natural reactions and avoiding overacting for the 16-year-old character. She notes the difficulty of motion capture, where even small line changes require redoing entire sequences. Hazuki praises Shenmue's exceptional detail and mentions the new costume designed for motion capture, even describing wearing it casually at Sega. She values fan interaction, reading and replying to all fan letters. Excited about the Shenmue unveiling event and meeting fans, Hazuki shares personal details, including her enjoyment of good eating expressions, love for autumn, and childhood tree climbing in Kyoto, relating these to her natural demeanor and acting. The feature encourages fans to send questions to the Ishigaki is Hazuki-chan corner for a chance to win prizes, including autographed postcards drawn by Hazuki herself. This advertisement promotes the Dreamcast game Giant Graham, All Japan Pro Wrestling 2 in Nippon Budokan. It highlights wrestler Wolf Hawkfield and gameplay screenshots of wrestling matches. A key feature is arcade connectivity via NAOMI, allowing players to train wrestlers on Dreamcast, save them to the VMI, and then use them in the arcade version. The game emphasizes tag team wrestling with enhanced two-player platoon attacks and combinations, promising exciting four-player matches. Players can train wrestlers at home, save data to the VMI including minigames, and then engage in arcade battles. Releasing in June for 5,800 yen, this game upgrades the previous title with the addition of wrestlers Wolf and Jeffrey, focusing on improved tag team mechanics and home-to-arcade play. Wrestling fans are excited about the new title featuring Jeffrey McWild and Wolf, who will perform signature moves like Giant Swing and Splash Mountain. Command inputs have been refined, and motion blur enhances visuals, continuing from VF3. Wolf, a Native American wrestler, seeks strong opponents and uses throwing techniques. Jeffrey, a Pancaration practitioner and former fisherman, enters tournaments for boat funds. Entrance costumes are accurately recreated with original music, heightening audience excitement. Intriguingly, replay scenes, potentially in slow motion and with varied angles like TV broadcasts, may be included, drawing comparisons to Super Slow Olympia from All Japan Pro Wrestling Relay 30, known for its detailed slow-motion visuals and iconic Olympia music. This Dreamcast special report on motion capture showcases the realistic wrestler models in the game, achieved through 3D scanning. It introduces prominent All Japan Pro Wrestling figures like Mitsuharu Misawa, the leading ace, Giant Baba, a wrestling legend, Kenta Kobashi, a passionate fighter, and Toshiaki Kawada, known for his fierce strikes. Also featured are powerhouse Akira Taue and talented Jun Akiyama. The report details the 3D scanning process using wrestler Mr. Hansen as an example. This involves capturing the person's appearance, then using a 3D scanner to digitize their facial features, creating raw data that forms the basis for the realistic in-game models. This technology is key to the game's lifelike wrestler portrayals. This promotional page advertises Giant Graham, All Japan Pro Wrestling 2 feet, highlighting its realism with the tagline, "Real Movement by Butcher." It introduces wrestlers like Stan Hansen, the unstoppable dump truck with his Western lariat, Vader, the moving giant, and former Triple Crown champion with his big van press, Gary Albright, a powerhouse with the murder windmill, Johnny Ace, the road warrior with the running ace crusher, and Wolf Hawkfield, a game-inspired berserker fighter with the Wolf Fang. The game features distinct 1P and 2P player models, going beyond simple color changes. It emphasizes the process of creating detailed 3D models and replicating even subtle facial expressions through 3D scanning, promising unprecedented realism. Finally, it promotes a stirring message event at the Tokyo Game Show 99 Spring on March 21st, inviting wrestling fans to attend the Sega booth for announcements. This Dreamcast trial version GDROM advertised in Dream magazine as the Hanayaka promotion disc, is priced at 590 yen and pushes GD-ROM capacity limits with trial versions and 20 minutes of movies. It features trials for Blue Stinger and Arrow Dancing featuring Blue Impulse game, along with a playable demo for Buggy Heat game. The Blue Stinger section includes game introductions, opening movies, and promotional videos. Arrow Dancing offers exclusive trial missions on the island terrain and training modes. Buggy Heat game provides a movie introduction and a playable demo of a development version on the France course. Dream magazine includes strategy guides and articles for each game, enhancing the trial experience. This Dreamcast trial version GD-ROM is a promotional disc from a Dreamcast Magazine April 2nd supplement, designed for Japanese domestic NTSC Dreamcasts. It supports single-player gameplay, racing controllers, rumble packs, and VGA output. As a GD-ROM, it contains Dreamcast dedicated software. Users are cautioned about health risks related to screen viewing distance and prolonged play, recommending breaks and advising against use when tired. The disc should be handled carefully to avoid damage and only used in a Dreamcast, never in an audio CD player. It's important to store it properly and clean it with a soft cloth. The software records play history for game development purposes. Unauthorized copying is prohibited. This trial version software is under development and may have malfunctions. With no disc replacement available, inquiries should be directed to the Dreamcast Magazine editorial department, not the content providers. Blue Stinger characters Elliot and Dogs comically introduce themselves to promote their GD-ROM demo. Their banter includes jokes about appearances and fake Kansai dialect before they transition to guide users on enjoying the demo. The guide humorously addresses troubleshooting common errors, listing absurd scenarios like inserting the GD-ROM in a Sega Saturn or an old man's face, ultimately clarifying it's exclusively for Dreamcast. They also mention upcoming promotions at Umeda Joyopolis. The text concludes with a notice that the content is fictional and unrelated to actual entities. This Dreamcast promotion disc feature presents a humorous lecture about GD-ROM usage featuring Dogs and Elliot. They discuss promotional activities, leading them to Sega World Tsukashin and Taisho Ramondo to impress Sega. Dogs questions the relevance of a Sakura Wars shop for Blue Stinger, but Elliot emphasizes broader Sega facility visits. The feature highlights the GD-ROM boasting a Blue Stinger movie. Humorous banter includes jokes about urination scenes and failed attempts at inserting inappropriate images. They mention the GD-ROM, containing Arrow Dancing and Buggy Heat trials, and a soft reset function. Elliot's repeated outbursts about disliking executive director Yumikawa become a running gag. The feature concludes with a satirical Yumikawa Genryu's talk, listing absurd causes of problems and countermeasures related to GD-ROMs, finally assuring that GD-ROM precautions themselves are genuine. This page depicts 3 characters ready for action in a destroyed city backdrop. March 25th, Thursday. Nationwide simultaneous roadshow. The city of Christmas Eve is dyed in terror. A non-stop adventure on an unprecedented scale. The excitement of Hollywood movies in a game. This action blockbuster, Blue Stinger, was created with such a concept. Employing top-notch Hollywood staff, this highly anticipated title, thoroughly crafted from graphics to visuals and systems, is finally released. Blue Stinger. Dreamcast promotion disc movie. Flow of GD-ROM recorded movies. Included in this GD-ROM are movies that combine promotional videos unveiled at game shows, etc., with the latest game footage. Experience the vivid visuals that cannot be conveyed in magazine pages, even earlier than the game's release. Last year's June version of the movie. At this point, frame drops are still noticeable. Last year's December movie, with dramatically improved quality. And then the opening movie. The day you can play it on your DC is just around the corner. Blue Stinger, a Dreamcast action-adventure game, unfolds on Dinosaur Island in the Gulf of Mexico 2018. This island, formed by a meteorite impact, is struck by a mysterious substance. ESER member Elliot's vacation is interrupted when monsters, dinocytes, emerge and destroy his boat. Stranded, Elliot must team up with dogs, Jeanine, and Nephirim to survive and uncover the incident's truth. Developed by Climax Graphics, Blue Stinger aims for a cinematic Hollywood feel, with exhilarating action and detailed graphics. Gameplay emphasizes simple controls and adventure elements, requiring players to solve puzzles alongside combat. Creature design is by Academy Award winner Robert Short, Beetlejuice. Released March 25th by Sega, the game promises thrilling action and a compelling story. This magazine article previews an interview with Nishigaki Shinya from Climax Graphics about their game Blue Stinger. Nishigaki expresses pride in the 2-year development and the team's work, noting it coincided with his 10th year in the game industry, making it a significant project for him and the new company. He highlights the game's accessibility, designed for light users with simple controls, emphasizing anyone can pick it up and play. This was a conscious effort to broaden the game market, especially during new hardware launches. Blue Stinger will be featured on BS on March 27th, with Nishigaki providing commentary. A TV commercial campaign starting March 20th includes a large-scale production. The Climax Graphics homepage offers extensive Blue Stinger information, downloadable content, staff diaries, and a Q&A bulletin board, inviting fans to explore the game and company further. This Japanese Dreamcast Magazine interview features Nishigaki-san discussing Blue Stinger. The game features extreme content like gore and urination, justified by gameplay mechanics. Players can choose between Elliot and dogs, the latter being slow but strong, with unique abilities tied to clothing and weapons. Nishigaki-san emphasizes player freedom and non-linearity after an easy opening, aiming for a sense of accomplishment through exploration, with an estimated 15 to 20-hour playtime. He highlights the game's non-stop nature and significant drama component, showcased in an attached GDROM movie, which acts as a game overview, potentially containing spoilers. The magazine is also running a giveaway for Blue Stinger merchandise, including a staff jacket, game software, soundtrack CDs, mobile phone straps, and press pamphlets. CRI is advertising trial versions for 2 games, focusing on aero dancing featuring Blue Impulse, a flight simulation game released on March 5th for 5,800 yen. This Dreamcast title emphasizes realistic graphics and controls, allowing up to 4 players. It features 3 modes: Blue Impulse Mission for aerobatic challenges, Sky Mission Attack for target-based scoring and aircraft unlocks, and Free Flight for scenic, customizable flying. The game offers internet connectivity to access an official homepage with flight lessons, aircraft details, and downloadable replay data. The PR representative highlights the trial version, especially the unique Sky Mission Attack mode, with an extended time limit, encouraging even those hesitant about flight simulations to experience its captivating visuals and gameplay. This Dreamcast promotion disc features Bagger Heat, an off-road racing game promising realistic and dynamic races with beautiful graphics showcasing varied terrains and thrilling jumps. It introduces groundbreaking control systems like the RDM system, directly translating player actions to in-game character movement, and the driver development system for skill enhancement and driver battles with friends. Players can enjoy diverse vehicles on 6 tracks, including sand and snow. The GDROM offers touch-and-go gameplay and a bonus feature involving the air dancing trial version. CRI is also holding a giveaway with prizes like a jacket, photo set, cap, and quo cards. To enter, send a postcard or envelope with personal details, desired prize number, and trial version impressions to the provided address by April 9th. This strategy guide for the aero dancing trial version focuses on mastering the game through training and replay modes. Lesson 1 guides players through the training mode, teaching basic operations and instrument reading with pilot instructions in a flight simulator. Lesson 2 introduces the replay mode, allowing detailed viewing of flights with fast forward, pause, and viewpoint switching using the Y button. The guide highlights the rainfall training scenario in the Blue Impulse mission, best viewed from the watch viewpoint, and the exhilarating free flight mode in City, where F-15 DJs fly through skyscrapers and draw smoke trails. Controller operations are explained, covering directional buttons for elevator and aileron control, A, B, X, Y buttons for flaps, gear, air brake and engine output, L/R triggers for engine output and viewpoint switching, start for smoke, and the analog stick for radar operation. This game guide page details the Sky Mission Attack Challenge from a Dreamcast promotion disc. The Special Mission Island is the climax of the trial, tasking players to clear 5 blue check targets within a time limit. While following the red route is recommended for basic completion, High scores are achieved by collecting white point targets and yellow double targets, the latter offering double points for a limited duration. This Dreamcast Magazine version features unique target placements compared to retail and other trials. Detailed instructions are provided for each check target, outlining altitude, direction, and maneuvers to acquire them efficiently. The guide starts at 900 feet, directing players through each target with specific headings and altitude adjustments. Beyond the basic red route, the guide encourages players to attempt a yellow route for even higher scores. This advanced route, diverging after check target 2, loops through valley point targets in reverse, aiming for a score of 30,000 points. This page depicts a promotional page for the game Buggy Heat. Buggy Heat. Experience Edition Strategy Guide. Unfortunately, the main game has been postponed until summer. The current version is a demo version that allows you to experience the atmosphere, if only a little. This experience version includes a French course. First of all, I want you to enjoy the dynamic race. First, get used to this operation. Accelerator on-off. On the French course, subtle adjustments are important while braking. Get used to the analog trigger operation. Side brake. Side brakes can be used for turns and braking, which are more effective than normal brakes. Let's use it well with engine braking. Handle steering. Turning the steering wheel is very important for drifting and getting up to speed. Because it is a buggy, it has a unique movement, so you will often spin it first until you get used to it. Let's master the timing of steering. Course of France. Controller. Reference mark. In the experience version, you cannot switch to manual mode. Therefore, shift up and down and back gear switching from Y button are not used. Analog directional key. Handles mode selection. Directional buttons. Handles mode selection. A button. Shift up. B button, side brake. X button, shift down. Vipric. Y button, back gear. L trigger, brake. R trigger, accelerator. Start button, pause. Viewpoint switching and other changes possible during pause. Immediately after starting, move left. Brake near logs at 80 km per hour for the first corner, then accelerate straight past zebra fences. For the bridge approach, jump centered. Decelerate past the second fence, drift right up the slope, then quickly straighten before the bridge. On the bridge, recenter. Brake to 80 km per hour before the corner, slide aiming before the bricks, and accelerate out. Exit corner C. Steer centrally towards the next. Brake at the gate. Turn right for another corner, and approach the steepest slope slowly to avoid jumping. After the slope, drift right around the S-bridge while controlling speed, ideally under 60 km per hour if needed. Exiting the bridge corner, decelerate and cut inside at the final corner near the logs, drifting to pass the puddle. Remember to use engine braking and control speed throughout the course. This guide is for a racing controller with standard racing game controls like steering, accelerator, brake, and gear shifts. This Dreamcast advertisement promotes Marvel vs. Capcom. Clash of Superheroes, showcasing in-game visuals and character rosters including Morrigan, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Hulk. A highlighted feature is the Dreamcast exclusive Cross Fever mode, designed for 4 players with simultaneous play. This mode allows for 2v2 tag team battles where player control shifts with character changes. Cross Fever boasts extended variable cross duration and a constantly regenerating hyper combo gauge. Distinct from arcade and training modes, it emphasizes chaotic, friend-filled versus gameplay, requiring 4 controllers. The game is scheduled for release on March 25th at 5,800 yen, supporting 1 to 4 players. This Dreamcast Hot Information advertisement highlights the game's core mechanics and special partner feature. The game features a dash with forward momentum and a pursuit attack to hit downed opponents, encouraging aggressive play. A super jump allows for high, fast jumps for aerial combat. Advancing guard repels opponents while guarding, creating space. The game emphasizes unique fighting systems like these, distinguishing itself from typical fighters. Chain combos, utilizing light to heavy attacks, are also featured, with variations specific to this title. Finally, special partners, activated by pressing medium attack buttons, offer strategic depth. There are 22 partners in total from Capcom and Marvel universes, including hidden characters, with a 2P color system, where partner appearance is consistent regardless of player, unless identical partners are chosen. Example partners shown include Ruin Akabe, Anita, Pure and Fur, Devilot, and Marvel Cyclops. This Dreamcast Magazine article, Dreamcast New Information Hot Information, details tag team battle systems in a game, likely Marvel vs. Capcom. Variable attack allows character switching with an attacking entrance, useful for offense, but vulnerable. Variable combination is a powerful double hyper combo, consuming 2 gauges for a safe tag switch. Variable counter is a defensive counterattack using the partner when guarding, costing 1 gauge. Variable crosses enables cooperative attacks, including cross-fire mode, where both characters are simultaneously controlled for unguardable offense, with the standby partner providing card ambush attacks. An example of variable combination showcases Rockman and War Machine's screen-wide laser. Character portraits of Colossus, Mighty Thor, U.S. Agent, Iceman, and Rogue are also featured. Marvel vs. Capcom. Clash of Superheroes for Dreamcast features exciting gameplay mechanics like aerial raves and hyper combos. Aerial raves involve launching opponents airborne for continuous attacks, demonstrated with Strider Hiryu's technique. Hyper combos are gauge-powered, visually impressive special moves dealing significant damage. The game offers various modes: arcade, versus for human battles with customizable settings, survival against endless CPU opponents, training for practice, and Dreamcast-exclusive partner mode for 4-player tag battles, Crossfever, and option mode for detailed game settings. Featured characters include Captain America, Venom, Strider Hiryu, Ryu, Wolverine, Jin Saotome, Storm, Jubilee, Psylocke, Juggernaut, and Magneto, each with unique abilities like Jin's hyper combo, Brodia Vulcan. This page depicts a promotional article from a Japanese magazine for the Dreamcast game, Super Speed Racing. The page features screenshots from the game showcasing high-speed racing with formula cars on various tracks. The layout highlights the game's title prominently in stylized orange and yellow lettering above the word kart and speed. The screenshots show in-game HUD elements and racing action. Dreamcast New Information, Hot Information. Time to overcome 350 km per hour, super high-speed battle. Release right before SR's appeal recheck. Super Speed Racing. Super Speed Racing. Super Speed Racing, hereinafter referred to as SSR, is finally approaching its release date. The editorial department has also received the master ROM, so this time, as a review, and including the meaning of the release, let's check out Kart's appeal once again. Kart is also familiar in Japan. This magazine article introduces the game modes for a Dreamcast racing game. SSR features 4 main modes. Arcade mode for quick races where players jump straight into the action from the back of the grid, and VS mode, a 2-player split-screen battle within a race, filled with AI opponents. Championship mode offers a full 19-race season experience, mirroring real racing with qualifying, practice sessions, and adjustable settings like weather and full-course cautions. Lastly, replay mode allows players to save and review race replays from arcade and championship modes, offering features like title customization and camera focus switching to study other racers. The game promises a substantial lineup of modes for both casual and hardcore racing fans, and is set for release on March 25th for 5,800 yen, supporting up to 12 players in Versus mode, and compatible with racing controllers and VGA. This Dreamcast magazine advertisement promotes the racing game SSR by showcasing its extensive game settings customization within Championship mode. Players can adjust 5 key items: weather, clear, cloudy, rainy, random, or 98 actual weather. Race length, 5% to 100% of real race laps. Damage, none. Arcade real. Corner signs, on-off. And full course caution, on-off. Weather options affect visibility and road grip, while race length alters the number of laps and race duration. Damage settings range from no damage to realistic breakdowns. Corner signs assist beginners, and full course cautions enhance race thrill for longer races. Beyond difficulty levels like easy, normal, and expert, these settings enable players to finely tune the game's challenge, catering to both beginners seeking an accessible experience and advanced players desiring realism and difficulty. SSR aims to be enjoyable for a wide range of skill levels, thanks to this customization. This game features a variety of super speed racing teams and drivers with real names. Tasman Motorsports Group, a 1-car team with Tony Kanaan, is notable for Kanaan's Rookie of the Year title. Target Chip Ganassi Racing, featuring Alex Zanardi and Jimmy Vasser, is known for quality and producing F1 Zanardi. Team Cool Green with Paul Tracy and Dario Franchitti boasts skilled drivers and championship contention. Walker Racing, with Gil de Ferran, gained recognition through sponsorship but struggled with Goodyear tires. Marlboro Team Penske, a historically successful team with Al Unser Jr. and Andre Ribeiro, faced a slump last year. Hogan Racing, welcoming former F1 driver JJ Lejato, aims for improvement. Bettenhausen Motorsports, featuring Helio Castroneves, seeks their first kart win. Pac West Racing Group, with Mauricio Gugelmin and Mark Blundell, hopes to rebound after a less successful season. Players Forsyth Racing Team, with young talents Patrick Carpentier and Greg Moore, emphasizes driver strength. Newman Haas Racing, co-owned by Paul Newman, features Carl Haas. Team Rahal, owned and driven by Bobby Rahal with Brian Herta, has an excellent machine package. The Farron Motorsports, with Richie Hearn, uniquely uses Swift/Ford Cosworth/Firestone. Peyton Coyne Racing and Patrick Racing, with Michel Jourdain Jr. and Scott Pruett/Adrian Fernandez respectively, aim for victories and strong performances. Davis Racing and Arciera Wells Racing, with Hiro Matsushita and Max Pappas, face challenges. All-American Racers, a veteran team with Alex Barron and P.J. Jones, aims for the championship with their own chassis and Toyota engine. This page introduces kart racing courses in the Dreamcast game, highlighting three main types: oval, circuit, and street. Oval courses are stadium-shaped, high-speed tracks, kart's specialty, demanding precise line-taking at speeds exceeding 400 km per hour. Circuit courses like Suzuka and Fuji are more technical, requiring delicate driving techniques with varied speeds. Street courses, utilizing city roads like Monaco, are common in kart despite ovals being the focus. They are narrow, technical, and unforgiving, demanding precise control. The text then details how to approach an oval course, specifically Miami's 1.5-mile oval, advising an out-in-out line, full throttle on straights, and maintaining high speed through corners, aiming for over 320 km per hour turns, while cautioning about inside corner congestion for overtaking. This page details strategies for racing on two circuits: Motegi Twin Ring in Japan and Long Beach in California. Motegi Twin Ring is a flat, wide oval praised for its kart suitability. Key tips include managing speed in turns 1 and 2, noting turn 2 requires more braking than Miami, and staying off the inside white line. Gear 6 is recommended. Approach turn 1 entry with caution as timing is difficult. Manage speed through tighter corners, and decelerate sufficiently for banked sections. Long Beach is a technical street circuit with concrete walls and extreme speed variations. Gear ratios are critical, favoring gear bias setups for control. Corner entry is crucial. Tips include full throttle at the initial right angle turn, watch for understeer, full throttle through S-turns for back straight speed, maintaining speed and cutting inside on corners, careful lines on blind corners, and significant deceleration for hairpin turns and straight ends. Full throttle is advised on back straight and out and out for hairpins. A video game advertisement features a zombie in a target reticle against a black background with white splatters, accompanied by the text, "Thinking zombies, shoot them to pieces." Sega Enterprises Limited, located in Tokyo, Japan, provides company details including reception hours, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., contact number 012-0258-254, and website http://www.sega.co.jp/. Copyright is held by Sega Enterprises, Limited, 1998-1999, with Sega and Dreamcast trademarked. The advertisement also promotes the Tokyo Game Show 99 Spring at Makuhari Messe, Nippon Convention Center, halls 1 to 8, on March 20th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and 21st, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Organized by CESA, advance tickets are 1,000 yen general, and same-day tickets are 1,200 yen general. Students have discounted entry on March 20th after 2 p.m. Inquiries can be directed to the Tokyo Game Show Event Secretariat at 03-359-11421. Advance tickets are currently available. This page depicts an advertisement for the Dreamcast game, The House of the Dead 2. That terrifying horror is completely reproduced on Dreamcast. The House of the Dead 2. Dream Companions, Dreamcast Partners Member Recruitment Campaign. If you join, you will receive various special offers. Annual membership fee 5,000 yen. Full of fun. To apply for membership, please send the enclosed application postcard with your Dreamcast console, with your address, name, gender, date of birth, Gregorian calendar, occupation, and daytime contact information to the Secretariat. Inquiries. Dreamcast Partner Secretariat Telephone 03546735 0010 0018 00, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. Internet, http://www.sega.co.jp/Dreamcast/ March 25th release. 300 point. 5,800 yen, excluding tax. Dreamcast gun set. 7,800 yen, excluding tax. Disculchi. Concentric circles. Simultaneous release. Dreamcast gun and arcade stick compatible. Dreamcast gun. 3,000 yen, excluding tax. Buy software and collect points to get benefits. DreamPoint Bank. Every time you purchase Dreamcast software, points will be added, and depending on the points, you can get great benefits with DreamPoint Bank. Ease of use is also attractive. Annual membership fee is free. Please send the application postcard enclosed with your Dreamcast console to the Secretariat. Please contact the Secretariat for inquiries. DreamPoint Bank Secretariat Telephone 0339-848-088 10 0018 00, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. Internet, http://www.sega.co.jp/Dreamcast/. The point number displayed in the title is the point number acquired by DreamPoint Bank. The image shows a promotional advertisement featuring multiple Dreamcast consoles and controllers stacked on top of each other with yellow text overlaid on the image. This page states, "The way of doing things is different. The service is different. The ease of use is different. The sound is different. The video is different. The fun is different. The excitement is different. The emotion is different. It's different from anything before. It's totally different. It's completely different. New Internet Web TV launch." Web TV for Dreamcast is advertised as a simple way to access the internet on your TV using the Dreamcast console. Setting up the connection software turns your Dreamcast into an internet terminal, offering easy access without complicated computer operations. Users can enjoy worldwide web access with high-quality sound and video. Email for up to 6 family members with multimedia support and offline editing features, and game-focused content like news, email magazines, chat, and bulletin boards. A free web TV connection kit is available by sending a postcard. Find the application postcard in the Dreamcast box, or send a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to the specified Tokyo address. The service costs 2,000 yen per month for 15 hours of use, with additional charges for exceeding the time limit. Get internet on your Dreamcast with free software by sending in a postcard. GM Inaugural Issue. Number 2 of the game magazine, GM, is now on sale, following the acclaimed inaugural issue. Reader feedback from the first issue is overwhelmingly positive, praising its engaging content, easy-to-understand writing style, and reader-focused perspective. Many appreciate the consistent visual design, especially the clean white background. Specific popular sections include the PC Corner, TGS Report, Turbo Page, Dreamcast Scoop, Pen Brothers, Management Theory, and Iron Fist Dojo. Readers find the magazine a refreshing change from others, and appreciate its paper format in a digital age. While most enjoy the mature and serious tone, one reader suggests a more casual and vulgar approach. Overall, readers eagerly anticipate future issues and encourage the magazine's continued success. This page showcases Dream Plaza, a reader submission corner. Sister, brother, and cat engage in humorous banter while reading submissions. Readers write in about internet addiction, seeking advice on explaining the internet to older generations, and suggest scenarios for brother to enact. Art submissions and preferred art supplies are discussed. A reader shares their job loss and depression, met with lighthearted responses. Celebrity crushes and popular culture references are mentioned, sparking funny reactions. A university success announcement is shared, alongside positive feedback for Dream Maga. The corner recalls past submissions from notable figures. Brief character descriptions of sister, Dreamchan, brother, Kastikun, and cat, Pubu, are provided, highlighting their quirky personalities and roles in the Dream Plaza corner. This page displays reader-submitted illustrations for a magazine, likely focused on games or manga. Categories include areas like Aliens Forest, Dream Plaza, and the humorous Sluggy Connections, featuring non-human subjects like seamen. Fan art is prominent, with depictions of seamen, a King Ghidorah-inspired monster, and entries for a Shenmue illustration contest. One artist received an award for being similar, highlighting the playful recognition of imitation. A glamorous girl feature with a transformation theme is announced, inviting reader submissions and emphasizing the fun of games. The illustrations range from energetic and playful pieces to cute character designs, showcasing a variety of reader creativity within the magazine's community. Guru Guru Comics section is mentioned as having old man material, with Seventh Heaven Treasure Box branch being a popular submission. The Girls Chat Corner discusses spring vacation plans, homemade Valentine's chocolate trends, and humorous takes on Pokemon knowledge and social interactions. Dreamchan mentions being interested in K1 and flavored tea. Reader submissions from various prefectures follow, showcasing diverse artwork. AM Manga Research Group Cha-Cha from Osaka mentions their usual mood. Himegawa Kotetsu from Fukuoka talks about rapid change. Hoshino Miyako from Kyoto enjoyed a stage performance and awaits souvenir stories. Artwork descriptions include comments on Evolution Chain Gun being cute, Chun-Li's unique style and manga influence, and Otsuka's game museum piece evoking memories. Linear Human, Canon, Dreamweaver, Rehanta's work, and Linear are praised for stylish vector graphics, manga setting ideas, wind expression, and clean coloring. The page, number 79, is titled Guru Guru Powers. This manga magazine page features various reader submission sections under the umbrella of Guru Guru Pawazu's Declaration of a Liberated Zone. Sections include reader comments on game comparisons, DQ Mo Hollow Circle Star, Puyo Puyo vs. Slimes, observations in Becoming a Mountain Girl Queen, and enthusiastic feedback on the White Dingo Commando Unit. Mail Cham presents profound illustrations, while Forest of Saturnians and Absolute Saturn Apocalypse are dedicated to Saturn game discussions, referencing upcoming works and fandom. The page details submission rules, postcards or thick white paper, black ink, legible writing, and specific information for bulk entries, including Dreamcast software preference. Prizes are offered, ranging from humorous items to book coupons and original goods for standout submissions like those about Dingo. Submissions should be sent to Dreamcast Magazine's Guru Guru Pawazu Hollow Circle Corner at SoftBank Corporation with a specified address and clearly marked section name. This is Omi, introducing herself and her new article. She recounts receiving an article request from Don-sama of the Minami Omi and Natsuki Ryo's Mui Mui Land Internet TV show, which is broadcast on Fridays. This article is about her trip to Hokkaido for the Hokkui no Hito event, where she plays Sakuraba Yuko. She describes her previous Hokkaido trips in July and this winter visit. She details her love for Ikura and experiences at the TV tower in Hokkaido. From her dog Buren's perspective, the trip is also recounted, focusing on Omi's return with Ikura and chocolate. Omi invites readers to send letters and questions about her work and characters she plays, listing roles like Hoshino Ruri and Nepgear. She is eager to connect with fans and share her experiences in this corner. This text explores the concept of otaku as valuing rawness, authentic things and people, over kotoba, representing data, trivia, and verbalization. Modern society, it argues, emphasizes kotoba, quantifying experiences, and distancing us from rawness. Appreciating sake by label, not taste, and figures mimicking real girls exemplify this. Anime and figures are highly kotoba-like. This focus on kotoba erodes genuine connection, affecting relationships and self-awareness, leaving even romance as a space for rawness. The author advises introspection on one's own rawness to understand oneself better for improved interpersonal relations, using a striking example to emphasize self-awareness. It concludes with Nimura Hitoshi's bio. This magazine page from March 19, 1999, focuses on game culture and game shops. It announces Takashi Homa's Kimura Ihei Photography Award win for his Tokyo Suburbia collection, which notably included Game Center photos highlighting game's cultural presence. Writer Tsuruoka Hosa humorously discusses his unexpected role as a lecturer at Waseda University for manga theory, despite his self-proclaimed past academic struggles, finding the situation both funny and surreal. An article delves into game shop stock decisions in Akihabara, revealing the emphasis on advertised titles and magazine features as key stocking criteria, driven by customer demand and management pressures, often leading to sold-out popular games. The page concludes with author biographies for Tsuruoka Hosa and Shimakawa Yoshiaki, both active in writing and game-related areas. Samsung Yoshimatsu's Manga Theater, Episode 18, features Robo Mega, A robot navigating everyday life. Initial panels depict Robomega performing mundane tasks, like taking out trash and assisting people in a park, with humor stemming from his robotic actions in ordinary situations. The manga includes text referencing current events and hardware evolution. While initially portrayed as helpful, the majority of the panels, from panel 7 onwards, consist of repetitive interactions, where people aggressively yell at Robomega, with increasingly hostile phrases like, "Get out of the way," "Die," and "Go to hell." To which Robomega consistently responds with polite apologies such as, "Ah, I'm sorry," and "Yes, I will." This repetition and contrast between the extreme hostility and Robomega's unwavering politeness appear to be the central comedic element. This is Izumi Takemoto's weekly column, Various Things Are Great. She reminisces about the Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack, recalling buying one bundled with Star Fox and a funny realization that its batteries were dead. Takemoto then shifts to her recent purchase of a blue skeleton Wonder Swan, inspired by Dreamcast Magazine and likening its color to Saint Seiya's Hyoga. She bought the puzzle game Gunpei for it and finds it very interesting, wishing it could be played on a TV due to the small screen. She also mentions her cosplay manga and provides an address for fan letters to be sent to Dreamcast Magazine. His and Her Circumstances, Care Kano, video release is announced for March 20th, with Volume 1 on April 2nd featuring episodes 1 to 4 and a Neon Genesis Evangelion bonus. Directed by Hideaki Anno, the anime is broadcast on TV Tokyo Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Key characters introduced are high school students, Yukino Miyazawa, a seemingly perfect girl who is actually working hard to maintain her image, and Soichiro Arima, her equally excellent classmate. Yukino's family members are also listed: her father Hideaki, mother Miyako, younger siblings Yohei, Tsukino, and Kano, and their dog Pelo Pelo. Voice actors and brief character descriptions are provided. Digimon Adventure, airing on Fuji TV Sundays at 9 a.m., announces a spring movie release. The anime follows 7 children's adventures in the digital world, with Digimon, like Agumon and Greymon. CDs for the opening and ending themes will be released on April 23rd. Anime releases for March 25th include Cardcaptor Sakura Volume 7, Episodes 24 to 27, Video LD, 6,800 yen. Nankai Kyo Nyoranga, Volume 6, Episodes 21 to 23, Video LD, 5,800 yen, already released March 3rd. Ginga Hyoryu Vifam 13, Volume 9, Episodes 17 to 18, Video LD, 6,000 yen. Beast Wars 2 Act 12, Episodes 34 to 36, Video 2,900 yen. Sei Luminous Jogakuin File 4, Episodes 7 to 8, Video LD DVD, 5,500 yen. Memories, DVD, 9,800 yen, is a theatrical omnibus, with 5.1 chain sound. Itadaki Man Vols. 1 and 2, Episodes 1 to 4 and 5 to 8, Video, 4,500 yen each, are also due on March 25th. Big X Big Box, LD, 30,000 yen, released March 20th, compiles all 20 episodes. Adult anime releases on March 25th include Daku no Naka no Kotori, LD, 6,800 yen, and Space Opera Olga Rudder, DVD, 4,700 yen, with DVD extras. SKY Perfect TV features Star of the Giants. DirecTV is broadcasting a Godzilla movie marathon with commentary, including Godzilla vs. Megalon, Mechagodzilla, Counterattack, and Godzilla, alongside making-of specials. Welcome to Angel Cathedral, a paradise for 48 by 32 pictures, curated by Kosaka Hirofumi, the self-proclaimed priest. This week's showcase features angels and their creations. First, Watanabe Yuya from Chiba presents Foucault from Power Stone, praised for expression and balance, but suggested for shoulder refinement and color creativity. Next, Tanaka Shinya from Osaka submits Domon Kashu from G Gundam, capturing Domon's essence, yet encouraged to enhance momentum and detail. Miura Keita from Niigata offers an irresistible Shenmue piece, resonating with the cathedral's Atsumete Shenmue collection, igniting the priest's competitive spirit. Lastly, Imakon from Nagano presents Ryu Ken Chun-Li, noted for lively eyes but cautioned on information overload in a small space. The priest continues to encourage artists in their paradise. This magazine article promotes art creation on the Dreamcast visual memory, encouraging readers to explore its potential beyond simple drawings. It suggests ideas like mini-games, such as Mahjong and Puyo Puyo, and even hidden content in gal games triggered by save data. The Cathedral of Point Users section actively solicits .art submissions, specifying a 48 by 32 grid using black and white dots to be sent via postcard to the provided Tokyo address. The article offers beginner's tips like the 3-2-1 method for creating smooth curves and practicing circles. Examples of submitted art, including Dreamcast Girl and a Biohazard-inspired minigame, are showcased with editorial feedback, emphasizing creative ideas and inspiration over technical perfection. The article aims to foster a community of art enthusiasts contributing to the cathedral. This magazine column previews the Tokyo Game Show in spring 1999. Fumio Kurokawa, a former Sega publicist, discusses the event amidst excitement surrounding the PlayStation 2 announcement. He notes the increasing visitor numbers despite a decrease in exhibitors, suggesting a possible selection of manufacturers focusing on users and a growing fanbase. Kurokawa emphasizes the show's appeal as a fan festival for its atmosphere, souvenirs, and the chance to see game companions. Sega's Shenmue is highlighted as a must-see, promising immersive gameplay and high-quality visuals. Other anticipated titles include Sega's Espionage and Dino Crisis, alongside games from Atlus, Enix, and Namco. Kurokawa anticipates discovering new and innovative games from various developers, making the show a platform for fresh challenges and surprises. He concludes by inviting readers to meet him at the event. Kurokawa's profile and recent news about Sony's game market focus are also included. Hiroharu Hayama, a musician, gained prominence 6 years ago with the game CD Super Brotherhood. He has since released 9 albums, known for digital sampling and energetic vocals, and composed for projects like CD radio drama Karakuri Kengu Den Musashi Road. Currently, Hayama is producing music for several major games and undertaking voice acting roles in Friends, Refrain Love, and Trouble Love Story. He aims to continue his professional career by meeting expectations and is dedicated to his work. His album, 99 Super Brotherhood Legend Best and Super Remix, is releasing, and older works such as Super Brotherhood are being reissued. Hayama concludes by emphasizing the value of working hard for others. To complete the answer questionnaire postcard, write your name, address, and desired present, and your magazine impressions and Dreamcast port requests on the front. On the back, answer the questionnaire within the frames, using a black ballpoint pen or pencil, using single Arabian numerals per square. For multiple answers, include all relevant numbers. Cut along the dotted line carefully after completion, and send. The questionnaire asks about gender, age, occupations, school, magazines read, opinion on the magazine cover and supplement, interesting articles from Table 1, owned and desired hardware from Table 2, and desired Dreamcast, Table 3, and Sega Saturn software, Table 4. Refer to the provided hardware and software lists when answering questions 8 to 11. No stamp is required. This page depicts the official guide for aerodancing featuring Blue Impulse. With this one book, you can fly more gorgeously. Strategy preparation complete. A 5 size. 1,100 yen plus tax. 96 pages all color. Scheduled to be released in late March. This is the Aero Secret Manual. Contents Introduction. System explanation. Careful explanations from basic matters. Even beginners can rest assured. Blue Impulse Mission. Thorough strategy with full cooperation from the development team. Sky Mission. Complete mission surface route and back route posting. Hidden elements. Hidden aircraft and stage appearance conditions are also perfectly introduced. Development behind the scenes stories. Supervisor Mr. Nobuhiro Fujiwara, former test pilot, speaks passionately. 1999 CRI SoftBank Corporation Publishing Division will change to SoftBank Publishing Company, Limited from April 1, 1999. Kita E, also known as To the North, is a dating simulation game for Dreamcast focused on encounters and relationships. The core gameplay revolves around CBS, Communication Break System, emphasizing the importance of conversation choices during dates. Players explore towns, adjusting time and location to encounter different girls. Successful dates hinge on selecting appropriate conversational responses and paying attention to character cues. The game simulates the nuances of real-life dating, highlighting that even slight misunderstandings can impact relationships. Set in Hokkaido as spring arrives, Kita E is presented as a travel communication game, priced at 5,800 yen, excluding tax, and released on March 18. The developers hope players enjoy exploring Hokkaido and finding their ideal partner within the game. This guide details romance options with Haruno Kodatone and Kawahara Ayan. Romancing both simultaneously is impossible, as they are best friends. For Kodatone, success hinges on your reactions to her cooking. Express genuine praise and notice her efforts during your first dinner. Positive interactions can lead to an invitation for a Sapporo sightseeing date. Negative responses may prevent this invitation. For Abriane, interactions happen through Kodatone. In a karaoke setting, Ayan will ask about your feelings for Kodatone when Kodatone is briefly absent. To pursue Ayan, you should express liking Kodatone as a relative. This answer reassures Ayan, paving the way for a potential date with her, as she perceives you as available. Balancing your interactions with both characters is crucial, especially respecting their friendship. This text describes a scenario where the protagonist encounters Kyoko Sono, a girl from school, at Sumibiru on August 6th. A Yakuza is harassing Kyoko, and the protagonist faces a choice: intervene or ignore. Ignoring leads to Kyoko resolving the situation herself, while intervening results in the protagonist being beaten up, but earning Kyoko's gratitude and treatment at her brother's ramen shop Hokkaite. This interaction allows for a deeper connection with Kyoko, and reveals her brother's protective nature. The text then addresses dating multiple girls, concluding that while possible initially, overlapping dates will become problematic, requiring the player to focus on one girl for a happy ending. An example with Sulamire on August 3rd illustrates date scheduling conflicts, and how pursuing multiple relationships can lead to chance encounters with other girls like Kyoko, highlighting the need to prioritize one romantic interest. This guide details how to encounter two girls in a Dreamcast game. To meet Megumi Aida on August 4th morning, go to Kojima Shop instead of Bibra Station, if advised to visit the ranch. At Bibra Station, be kind and gentle when she asks about Kuro-chan. When Kuro-chan the black cat appears, reunite them and invite Megumi for tea. For Yui Satonaka, on August 4th afternoon, ignore the tennis club and wait for a wrong number call. Call back out of curiosity and go to Royce's Heigententen store to return her lost notebook. Optionally, buy chocolate. Meet her again at 4 Chome Plaza to return the notebook and receive chocolate. Don't be overly flattering during this encounter. This text outlines strategies for engaging with two characters, Kaoru Nemoto and Yuko Sakuragi. To meet Kaoru, visit Hokkaido University in the morning. Initially, she prefers to read undisturbed, but persistent, indirect approaches are key. Avoid being forceful, and frequent visits, even if ignored, can eventually open her heart. Pay attention to subtle changes in her dialogue. For Yuko Sakuragi, find her in Takara Town in the evening. Understand and appreciate her pride in the self-defense forces, highlighting its coolness in conversation during a meal she might treat you to. If the conversation goes well, she'll offer her phone number at parting after driving you home. Exchange numbers honestly, and be patient if there's no immediate contact. She will call later. Bike dates are likely, weather permitting. Patience and understanding are emphasized for both characters. This text details the scenario in the game To the North, where the protagonist encounters Tanya Lipinski at the Otaru Canal Art Museum. Players are presented with a choice: catch a flower vase dropped by a customer, or ignore it. Catching it leads to a positive first impression on Tanya, who is visiting with her parents and works at a glass factory. This path allows for a later meeting at the factory and another encounter at sunset, deepening the connection. Ignoring the vase results in a less favorable interaction. The text also announces two contests related to the North: the Love Message Contest and the Fashion Illustration Contest. Fans are invited to submit love letters to characters or fashion designs for the girls. The deadline is the end of April, and prizes include telecards and autographed color paper. Applications can be sent to the Dreamcast Magazine editorial department or submitted at CG. Attendees of the Tokyo Game Show with the game sleeve can exchange it for a premium card at the Hudson booth. SB Comics announces its March new publications featuring 4 titles. Epoxy by Motu Koyama is an otaku slapstick comedy centered on a living GAL game figure. Dead End by Ork is a fast-paced SF manga about a meteorite conspiracy and human experimentation. Melancholia by Milk Morizono and Hayakuro Murasaki is an erotic comic exploring delusions and paranormal phenomena. Vietnam War, an anthology by Genbun Kobayashi, offers Vietnam War comics and supplementary materials. Genbun Kobayashi will hold an autograph session for Vietnam War on March 31st at Aoyama Book Center main store. The first 100 customers purchasing the book will receive a signature ticket. SoftBank Publishing will become SoftBank Publishing Company, Limited, on April 1, 1999. Further information and online sales are available at their website. This page depicts the characters and promotional material for Shining Force 2i. Shining Force 2i, official setting document collection finally appears. World guidance. Main body price. Estimated 2,800 yen per A4 size, 240 pages. Late March release. This is a follow-up to scenarios 1 to 3, focusing on character profiles and settings, and is mainly composed of game-used original drawings and setting materials. It is packed with satisfying content such as creator interviews and newly drawn illustrations. A must-see book for fans. SoftBank Card Collection. Those heroes appear as cards. A one-of-a-kind collection item. The latest installment in the hugely popular series, Shining Force 2i, is here as trading cards, character cards, movie cards, and special cards with sparkling special coating. A total of over 120 wonderful cards will fascinate fans. Stay tuned. Main body price. 380 yen per 1 pack, 10 cards per pack, 15 packs per box. Card types. Character card, movie card, illustration card, special card A, special card B, newly drawn illustration. Now on sale. This Dreamcast advertisement promotes Senritsu no Bisho Smile of Terror, 7 Mansions, a horror-adventure game playable by 1 or 2 players. Players can choose between characters K, focused on action, and Reina, emphasizing mystery solving, even in single-player mode. The game boasts a pair system and highlights the thrill of virtual and reality merging, offering 3 multiplayer modes. Developed by Koei, the game represents a departure for Software Department 1 manager, Kato Tadashi, previously known for historical simulation games like Sangokushi 2. Kato aims to create games where historical depth is subtly present, without overwhelming new players. The playable demo was planned for game shows, with a summer release scheduled for 6,800 yen. At the time of the interview, the game was 65% complete. Battle Maiden of Illusion, a sequel to 7 Mansions, is set in 1999 on New Russell Island near Australia, home to the McPherson Foundation's research facility. The game features Pecan, a system designed to foster communication between 2 players through cooperative gameplay involving basic tasks. Difficulty is adjusted for single-player mode, favoring puzzles for women and combat for men. But in Pecan, players are encouraged to utilize their strengths collaboratively. The game is designed for approximately 8 hours of playtime, set within a single night, and offers multiple endings to encourage replayability. The developers aim to blur the lines between the game world and player relationships, hoping to deepen real-life connections, especially for couples. Key characters include Christy McPherson, Alan, and Reina. Initially conceived for Saturn as Battle Maiden of Illusion, following the success of 7 Mansions, the project shifted to Dreamcast, incorporating themes of environmental pollution and genetic research. Romance elements are central to the 2-player experience with Reina, while single-player focuses on interactions with Alan and Christy, influenced by player choices. WARP Cup snowmobile game offers luxurious prizes for its competition. First place wins a Yamaha 500SX snowmobile, a cross-country model with a powerful engine, suggesting obtaining a Yamaha license is beneficial. Second place receives a travel voucher to Canada, evoking the game D2's setting. Third place gets a snowboard, and top 30 finishers receive DC peripherals. The Warp Cup uses professional mode for time attack races on a snowmobile experience course. Professional mode, with incomparably faster and harder to control machines, is unlocked by clearing any beginner or standard mode course within the time limit. Delicate steering is crucial to avoid rollovers. Initially challenging, the target time is 2 minutes 10 seconds, but players are encouraged to aim for faster times. The game ends when time expires, emphasizing breaking the target time. The Build Time Attack Tournament, presented by Warp and sponsored by Yamaha, is a snowmobile time attack rally. Prizes include a snowboard for third place and Dreamcast/Yamaha goods for the top 30. Organizer Kenji Inano encourages participation, noting already impressive times and inviting racing game fans to join. The tournament utilizes D2 Shock one-shot trial version, a rare bonus included with the Dreamcast version of Warp's sound drama, Real Sound Regret of the Wind, currently on sale. To enter, participants must complete the snowmobile course in D2 Shock under 2 minutes 10 seconds in mode professional, obtain a password, and submit it with their time on the Warp homepage between March 12th and April 30th. So, multiple entries are allowed. This magazine advertisement highlights Yamaha snowmobiles, emphasizing their real thing quality with sudden fierce coverage. It showcases Yamaha's global leadership in snowmobiles and their dedication to research and development, evidenced by a visit to their headquarters and communication plaza in Iwata City. The plaza features a collection of Yamaha's famous vehicles, including snowmobiles like the Hill Climb Special, Speed King Machine, and the racing ancestor Lola. The advertisement also introduces the D2 Shock snowmobile game, a mini-game included in the DC version. This time attack game challenges players to navigate a snowmobile and knock down pylons, offering beginner to professional difficulty levels. The game features simple controls for steering, bodyweight shift, acceleration, and braking, simulating the experience of handling a real Yamaha snowmobile. This magazine article, part of Warp's Snowmobile Time Attack Rally serial project, explores Yamaha and snowmobiles in Iwata, Shizuoka Prefecture, also known as the hometown of the Jubilo Iwata soccer team. Iwata Station and City showcase Jubilo colors, highlighting the town's association with the team. Interviews with Yamaha employees Mr. Masanori Saito and Mr. Masayuki Kanedo provide insights into snowmobiles. Mr. Saito discussed the mechanisms of snowmobiles, while Mr. Kanedo explained riding form. The article serves as an introduction to snowmobiles and suggests that future installments will delve into the topic in greater detail. This page depicts an advertisement for the WonderSwan specialized magazine release decided. The WonderSwan, April 16th launch. Estimated price, 590 yen, tax included. Copyright and WonderSwan are trademarks of Bandai Company Limited. SoftBank Corporation Publishing Division will change to SoftBank Publishing Company Limited from April 1, 1999. Address: 1,038,501, 241, Hakozakicho, Nihonbashi, Chuoku, Tokyo. By collect delivery, cash on delivery via home delivery. For orders, please apply directly to our company. Note: there are some areas where delivery is not possible. Receipts issued by our company cannot be issued. Email: magazine@softbank.co.jp. Telephone: 03564281000. Displayed price includes tax. This page depicts a Dreamcast Soft Complete Guide. Master it with a complete strategy guide. It includes Power Stone on page 110, Sega Rally 2 on page 114, and Puyo Puyon on page 118. The page also highlights the word strategy and includes copyright information for Sega Enterprises Limited from 1998 and 1999, and page number 109. This strategy guide outlines hidden features in the Dreamcast version of Power Stone, enhancing the arcade experience for home gaming. Clearing arcade mode unlocks various extras. Completing arcade mode with one character unlocks extra options, like difficulty and time settings. The movie theater to view character endings. Recovery items: apple, shortcake, primitive meat, with varying health restoration, and the Nyoibo weapon for penetrating attacks. Clearing with 2 characters adds the machine gun item. Clearing with 3 characters unlocks the ray gun, which paralyzes opponents. Finally, clearing arcade mode with 4 characters unlocks the power shield, a defensive item that nullifies most attacks. These additions provide deeper gameplay beyond the arcade version. This page details Dreamcast game unlockables and strategies. Mini-games are unlocked by clearing arcade mode, with 5 to 7 characters, playable in visual memory, and involving medal collection across 3 types. Art and music galleries unlock with 1,000 and 2,000 minigame medals respectively, showcasing game art, music, and voice samples. Kraken is unlocked after clearing arcade mode with all characters, and Valgus unlocks after clearing with Kraken. Clearing arcade mode with hidden characters unlocks Virtual Battle, Kraken Clear, and Dual Battle, Valgus Clear, modes, offering different perspectives. An easy clear strategy suggests using a preferred character until the last boss, then switching to an uncleared character upon continuing. The minigames are Fokker's Sky Adventure, plane piloting, Ayame's hand sword training, enemy and medal collection, and Gunrock's Gangan slot machine using minigame medals. This Dreamcast Software Complete Guide offers strategies and tips for Power Stone on Dreamcast, focusing on utilizing game options to change gameplay fundamentally. Beginners can use game options to adjust CPU difficulty and rounds for easier play, while advanced players can increase difficulty and damage for intense matches. The unique challenge is clearing CPU battles without transforming to improve defensive skills and versus battle performance. Button settings allow customization, such as assigning grab to a single button and using an action button for context-sensitive actions, including taunts. Characters have distinct taunts, like Fokker's "Come on!" and Ayame's flute playing, adding personality to matches. Customizing controls and experimenting with self-imposed rules offer exciting new ways to enjoy Power Stone. This guide to Dreamcast game extra options emphasizes their ability to fundamentally change gameplay. By adjusting parameters like Power Stone appearance, damage, and transformation, players can create entirely new experiences. The guide encourages experimentation and custom rule creation, suggesting options like disabling jumps for unique matches. 4 example settings illustrate this. 1 promoting technical skill with risky transformations, another forcing close combat by disabling jumps, a third encouraging strategic terrain-based play with weakened transformations, and a final setting for intense, short matches where powerful transformations are decisive. These examples highlight the versatility of extra options in tailoring the game to different playstyles and preferences, from skill-focused battles to strategic engagements and high-stakes competitions. Sega Rally 2, releasing January 28, features FR, front-engine rear drive, and RR, rear-engine rear drive, systems. FR, exemplified by the Fiat 131 Abarth Rally, is praised for its drivability and clear roll division between steering and driving tires. While real FR cars tend to understeer, in-game they slightly oversteer, requiring throttle control in corners to avoid bulging outwards. RR, featuring the Alpine Renault A110, is characterized by strong oversteer due to its rear-heavy engine. This makes it challenging for beginners, demanding mastery to overcome initial understeer that transitions to oversteer mid-corner. RR systems are described as nervous but potentially faster, particularly in tight corners due to weight distribution over drive wheels and acceleration. Tuning can adjust handling, but fundamental oversteer remains, requiring precise partial throttle control, even more so than FR. This Dreamcast Strategy Guide excerpt provides example machine settings for 2 cars, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo V and the Peugeot 306 Max 1. For the Evo V, a naturally controllable 4WD car with slight understeer, the settings aim to enhance steering response while maintaining stability. Key adjustments include slightly stiffer front and rear suspension for reduced drift, a suspension leaning towards oversteer to counter understeer, and increased steering and gear ratio. For gravel surfaces, softening the front suspension is suggested. The Peugeot 306 MXI, a front-wheel drive car, suffers from strong understeer. The settings prioritize inducing oversteer to mitigate this. This involves a softer rear and stiffer front suspension, increased steering, and loosened brakes to facilitate weight transfer for cornering. Tuck-in. While understeer persists on gravel, snowy surfaces become surprisingly manageable with these settings. The guide emphasizes these are examples and adaptable to player preference and course conditions. This Dreamcast game guide provides machine settings for the Subaru Impreza WRC and Lancia Stratos HF rally cars. The Impreza, while inherently controllable, is tuned for reduced tail sliding by softening the rear suspension, improving cornering and responsiveness. Recommended settings include a 6MT transmission, neutral gear ratio, slightly firmer front suspension +3, then rear +2, minor steering adjustment +1, and standard brakes. It excels on tarmac, but may need suspension adjustments for gravel or snow. The Lancia Stratos HF, known for its oversteer due to its Mr. Drive, is tuned for rear stability. Firming up both front and rear suspension, +4 each, significantly improves control and reduces tail slide, making it easier to handle across tarmac, gravel, and snow. Suggested settings are 5MT transmission, neutral gear ratio, same firm suspension front and rear, slight steering adjustment +1, and standard brakes. The key for the Stratos is to manage its oversteer tendency through suspension settings. Sega Rally 2 Network Club Volume 1 announces a Desert King tournament on April 2, 1999, server number 11, with desert course races and point-based scoring. Car types are free, boost is ON, and changes during races are disallowed. The guide seeks player feedback on network battles, inviting questions, impressions, and opinions via mail or email, addressing topics like server functionality, player etiquette, and tournament announcements. A user question regarding phone bills for network battles is answered, clarifying that connections are directly to Tokyo servers, costing 10 yen per minute nationwide, with a simpler registration process. The guide acknowledges player concerns about network battle manners, disconnections, and connection issues, promising to address them in future editions. It also reveals the pylon collapse minigame on the Riviera course, accessible via a left tunnel at the final corner, detailing the scoring system for red, yellow, and green pylons, and how to view replays to improve scores. This Dreamcast Puyo Puyo strategy guide section focuses on folding back to achieve chains exceeding 5, a limit imposed by standard stacking methods and field width. Folding back is presented as an advanced technique needed for 10+ chains. The guide emphasizes crucial points for folding shape, warning against incorrect placement that breaks chains. Key precautions include color separation and proper Puyo placement. A above D. The folding method involves building a staircase foundation, stacking colors, and being mindful of underlying Puyo to maintain the chain. Rushing folding is discouraged. Understanding the basics is prioritized. The text also introduces Stage 13, Shenzo Wigi, featuring Shenzo the Demon Sorcerer, Chico, and Arle. Shenzo's special skill, Arle Yard Special, is a vertical sword cut that erases Puyo, but is ineffective against high stacks. This guide details special skill strategies for attack-type characters Sari, Dragon, Suketodara, and Skeleton T in a game. Sari and Dragon excel at complete eliminations, with Dragon achieving this quickly by stacking same-colored Puyo at stage start. Suketodara's skill transforms the most frequent Puyo color, enabling complete eliminations with 2 colors present. Skeleton NFT's skill is less defensive and requires precise timing, emphasizing chain accuracy. The guide recommends the Sky stage for high scores by stacking high. Stage 14 introduces Rulu, a martial artist on a circus stage, whose skill reverses the field and clears Puyo. Defeating Rulu might reveal hidden dialogue. This magazine spread is dedicated to Puyo Puyo Gen Paradise, a section focused on character setting materials, starting with Arle for this issue. The Illustrator's Corner showcases fan art and comments, highlighting Arle's new costume, Draco's coolness, Scherzo's popularity and coolness, and support for Tico. A short comic, Am I Still a Fish?, features Arle and Draco in a humorous exchange. A fan proposes Puyo Puyo Gold with a new Gold Puyo type. The interim report for the Beautiful Girl, Handsome Boy contest reveals Scherzo leading, followed by Arle, Draco, Carbuncle, and Rulu. Readers are invited to send letters about Puyo Puyo for a chance to win a signed shikishi, with details on how to submit. Voting for the beauty contest is ongoing, and fans are encouraged to participate. The spread concludes with a nostalgic fan question about Puyo Para's continued existence. This page showcases detailed setting materials for Arle from Puyo Puyon. Her design includes layered clothing with a string dress, wrap belt, and sturdy fabric armwear matching her dress. Pepperon gold boots with shoelace and belt details are specified. Game poses Beepin and Pepperin are mentioned. Arle's armor design is surprisingly intricate, featuring layers of fabric, chainmail, and multiple armor pieces for shoulders, chest, and boots, with seam details. Her hairstyle is discussed in relation to headwear and ponytail limitations, detailing hair length and headband placement. The text also includes Chico's diary, where Chico describes her friendship with Dragon-san. Since befriending Dragon-san, she plays outside more. Dragon-san, a child dragon, is fast on foot and carries Chico, giving her a higher viewpoint and thrilling rides. They venture further afield due to Dragon-san's stamina, strengthening their bond. Chico considers Dragon-san her best friend and enjoys spending time with him, even for tasks like herb picking, which Dragon-san makes quicker. This gaming magazine feature introduces Who Do You Like?, a new corner on the Cow BBS for Sonic Adventure fans. This feature allows players to diagnose their cow, resulting in a personalized email from the cow itself. The email reveals the cow's thoughts, feelings during the diagnosis, and even their favorite character. The diagnosis is based on the animal groups the cow interacts with. An example is given where interacting with the green group, deer, kangaroo, rabbit, resulted in kake chow. The article lists 6 animal groups: red, gorilla, elephant, lion; yellow, penguin, seal, otter; purple, owl, peacock, swallow; green, deer, kangaroo, rabbit; blue, koala, mole, skunk; and white, sheep, dog, raccoon, suggesting these groups influence the KO's type. This feature provides deeper insight into your KO's personality and thoughts within the game. This Dreamcast Dream magazine page highlights Frankie, a rabbit-eared chow owned by Watcher Hakasekun, emphasizing its adorable features. The article discusses chow breeding, mentioning that rare eggs for pure chow can be obtained by hugging animals. The Golden Cow Nurturing Diary explores the potential for color change in pure cow. Reader submissions, including popular chow illustrations by Mr. Tomochi and other reader-created content like drawings and diaries, are featured. A significant announcement is the Tai Chow matchmaking event at the Tokyo Game Show on March 20th and 21 Stone, inviting readers to bring Adult Chow and Dreamcast Magazine Volume 12 to participate at the SoftBank booth. The magazine also encourages readers to submit cow-related illustrations and letters, and the next issue will cover cow at the game show. Dead or Alive 2's official page has launched, showcasing a preview at AOU Expo. A new blonde female character was unveiled, though her name, moves, and voice are still in development, with developers expressing excitement about her appeal. The demo highlighted new features like sideways movement and tag matches, alongside enhanced techniques and dynamic camera work. Key battles featured Hayabusa vs. Genfu, Tina vs. Bass, Yan Li vs. Bass, and Lei Fang vs. Ayan. A tag match and Ayan vs. Kasumi were also showcased. The demo included impressive moments, such as a waterfall scene, Bass winning against Tina, character crashes through stained glass, Kasumi entering a mysterious dimension, and a firefly-lit stage with water ripple effects. Tag matches displayed smooth character switching, and Ayan casting a spell on Kasumi was teased, alongside new costumes. This Japanese gaming magazine page previews the Dead or Alive 2 Inches demo, showcasing storyboard artist Mr. Matsui's work alongside in-game screenshots. It highlights the visual direction for the demo, focusing on impact and attracting arcade players. Scenes detail a prologue battle between Hayabusa and Genfu in a mountainous waterfall setting, starting in an aerial garden and progressing through dynamic falls and clashes. An interview with Mr. Matsui and Mr. Itagaki reveals the emphasis on visual impact for the demo. Mr. Matsui, previously involved in motion direction for the series, created his first home console storyboards for DOA 2. Mr. Itagaki instructed him to prioritize impact above all else, aiming to immediately grab the attention of passers-by in arcades and ensure they watch the demo to completion, emphasizing the arcade-style presentation. This page from Danger Zone Tecmo Team Ninja explores Kasumi's scene in a demo through storyboard analysis and developer commentary. It focuses on the mystery of Kasumi's captivity, questioning her location, and the amoeba engulfing her. The scene is deliberately designed with stillness to contrast battle motion, enhancing the demo's impact and DOA story relevance. Initial storyboards for Kasumi were modified in the demo, particularly her hair and eyes. The amoeba, a new element, absorbs Kasumi, raising questions about her fate and whereabouts after disappearing within it, mysteries to be resolved in the game. Developers Matsui and Itagaki discuss creating realism and visual impact. Matsui emphasized still scenes and impactful visuals in storyboards, while Itagaki highlighted balancing stillness and motion for entertainment and system demonstration. They aimed for rhythm and audience engagement through contrasting scenes and detailed storyboards, a standard since DOA 1. Despite time constraints and desired length, the Kasumi scene serves as a demonstration of visual and system elements intended to reflect actual gameplay, with a focus on releasing games quickly. The page concludes with an excited announcement of a cafe within the Tecmo company. This page previews a Danger Zone fight scene from a video game between Jan Li and Bass, set in a church-like location with stained glass. Presented as a comic book, it shows Bass attacking with Juji, countered by Jan Li, followed by Jan Li's powerful dragon knuckle shattering stained glass. Dramatic camera angles emphasize the impact, as Bass is blown away, and Jan Li lands gracefully. The page also features Ita's diary, by producer Itagaki, discussing specification writing for VMS and replay features, the demanding development schedule, and a Tecmo bar for developers. Additionally, it solicits player opinions for DOA 2, announces a character popularity vote, promotes DOA's appeal to newcomers, requests color illustrations for an illustration hall, and provides a submission address. The next issue will delve into the history of the Dead or Alive arcade series. This text introduces new information about the game Crazy Taxi, focusing on two new characters, BD Joe and Gina. BD Joe, a 25-year-old male described as a taxi drummer driver, is known for his energetic personality and drumming, even on his taxi. His number plate is 2HOP260, interpreted as 2-hop step. Gina, a 23-year-old female, is the only female driver, confident in her drifting and high-speed city driving skills. She enjoys driving taxis to drive her favorite cars fast. Her number plate is 5EXY515, jokingly referring to Sexy Sister. The text also briefly mentions the Naoi Cram School and its 3 instructions that promote high-performance, visually appealing games and playfully suggest potential game ports. CRAZTXEI features a high-energy soundtrack with music from punk rock bands The Offspring and Bad Religion, enhancing the game's frantic pace. Beyond the music, the game also utilizes impressive voice acting, reportedly featuring popular voice actors like Ryan Burton and Louise, adding personality to the characters. To achieve high scores, players are encouraged to master techniques like Crazy Through for navigating narrow gaps, Crazy Jump for maximizing airtime, and Crazy Drift for stylish drifts. The game also incorporates visual cues, such as color-coded $signs above customers, to indicate fare amounts and distance indicators that change from green, long distance, to red, short distance, to help players strategize and maximize earnings. Dreamcast's internet capabilities are highlighted through Dream Passport and Web TV. Dream Passport, bundled with the console, was the initial internet connection software. Early adoption saw over 200,000 users. But initial issues like connection problems were addressed through updates. Key changes included the end of the initial free period, disk version upgrades from Orange, ver 1.00, to Blue, ver 1.01, and an access number change for Sega providers. Version 1.03 was the latest depicted. Web TV for Dreamcast aimed to provide more comfortable internet surfing by supporting JavaScript and animated GIFs, features previously unavailable. This marked Dreamcast's entry into full-scale internet service, with a monthly fee for 15 hours of usage, supporting up to 6 users. User information was server managed for security, and offline demos allowed users to experience the service. Web TV also offered DC-specific content, including software introductions and console-related information. Singer Yoko Takahashi, known for Neon Genesis Evangelion themes, explored the internet via Dreamcast. Introduced to the internet through a friend, she was invited to experience it for a project. Takahashi primarily uses the internet for fly fishing information and checking musician and Evangelion-related websites. She was surprised by the depth of fan pages dedicated to her, and praised the Dreamcast for making internet access easy for everyone. Envisioning future internet utility, she considered creating her own homepage with multimedia elements and using it for information while potentially living abroad. During the session, she browsed a fan page, left a message expressing her appreciation, and hoped for continued promotion. She felt like she was seeing the future of the internet. Takahashi also discussed her memorable work on Tamashii no Refrain and her album Harmonium, themed around harmony and balance. This Dreamcast feature highlights GeoCities guestbook maintenance and link pages. It guides users to modify GeoCities guestbook entries using the advanced editor to directly edit HTML tags, allowing modification or deletion of posts. The article also introduces DC-made HP Reader links, showcasing Dreamcast-themed user homepages. Featured homepages require a Dreamcast focus, a clear theme, and must avoid copyright infringement. Submission requires handle, address, appeal text, under 16 characters, name, and the email title, magazine link request. Several recommended homepages are listed, demonstrating diverse themes from movies and music to baseball and games, with their respective GeoCities addresses. Case sensitive. Applications should be emailed to dreamsick@softbank.co.jp. This HTML tutorial guides beginners in creating a link page. Start by making a new HTML file and opening it in an editor. Input HTML, specifying link destinations and text to match the example layout. Customize colors via BODY and other specifications. Preview your work for errors before saving. The tutorial details sections for display messages, titles, and links. The title section involves complex tags, requiring care with closing tags and typos, especially when modifying colors within table tags. The link section is structured in frames, allowing for genre names and subsequent link/text displays. Add or remove link stages by adjusting frame sections. A bar version template with a more intricate table structure is also available. The tutorial encourages users to submit template ideas and questions via email or postcard to the provided address. This page of Sunrise Robot of CG World, Volume 07, focuses on Galactic Drifter ViFam and its main robot, the FAMRVS-1 ViFam. This round Vernian RV mobile weapon, developed by the Earth Federation for Space Combat, is 16.8 meters tall and weighs 25.3 tons, equipped with a beam rifle, among other armaments. It's piloted by Roddy Shuffle and others. Galactic Drifter VFAM was a 46-episode TV series from 1983-1984, set in Earth calendar 2059, about 13 children fighting aliens to return to Earth, envisioned as a space version of 15 Boys Adrift. Besides VFAM, other FAM series models include NeoFAM, DILFAM, and TuronFAM. Development of this project is progressing well, with weekly updates expected. The VFAM model is fully movable to accurately capture its movements, based on Kunio Okawara's design. This is the Sengoku Turb fan page, promoting NEC Home Electronics Action RPG. It fosters a community called Genotai for fans, Turbas, and encourages submissions from both rookies and regulars. This page features this week's anecdote, a motivational message urging individuality and belief in oneself despite societal pressure. The My Dream section showcases fan-submitted dreams, often humorous and relatable, like being chased. The page actively recruits volunteer soldiers for Genotai, rewarding submissions with ranks and prizes. Illustration Heaven highlights fan-created artwork of characters like Jinochan and Ponponski, praising the creativity and dedication of the community members. The page encourages ongoing participation and submissions from fans of all levels. This unofficial page announces a surprise exhibition of the Mega Drive version of Rent a Hero at the SoftBank booth during the Tokyo Game Show, starting tomorrow, March 20th and 21 Stone, at 1 p.m. for 1 hour each day. This is a rare opportunity for fans, especially those familiar with Megamix but not the original, to see the classic game in action. A newly published book by Zest Company, Limited, celebrates the game's unique appeal, its ahead-of-its-time humor, movie references, and social commentary, driving fan desire for a Dreamcast version or sequel. While the SoftBank booth is primarily for sales, the Rent a Hero exhibit is confirmed, though potentially a video if crowded. Fans are encouraged to show their support and potentially influence future developments by visiting the booth and sending postcards or emails to the Dreamcast Magazine editorial department. This Sega Saturn magazine page from April 2, 1999, features game rankings and release schedules. The user data top 10 inches lists anticipated upcoming titles based on user surveys, with Sonic 3D Flicky's Island, Was, and Real Sound 2 leading. The shop data top 10 inches ranks best-selling software, revealing Dungeons & Dragons Collection as the top new release, outperforming Dreamcast titles, followed by Yukyu Gensukyoku Ensemble 2 and Senten Risha Senkitan. The sales data is based on early March surveys. The release schedule details games planned for March to summer 1999, including Derby Stallion and Friends, alongside titles with undecided dates like Real Sound 2 and Street Fighter Zero 3, providing price, maker, genre, and compatibility details. Sega Saturn Magazine Weekly Readers Poll is a popularity ranking system for Sega Saturn games, determined by reader votes. Readers rate release software on a 10-stage scale, and the average score for each game is published weekly. This poll serves as a guide for software purchases, encouraging reader participation through voting and commenting. An odds rating, indicating average score, is calculated once a game receives over 10 votes and is updated in real time. Currently, Uno is holding the top position in the poll and is expected to maintain its lead in the ongoing final Satamaga Grand Prix. The average scores are displayed with 4 decimal places, rounded down. This poll ranks from a total of 1142 Sega Saturn software. This Satamaga review highlights Sega Saturn's Mobile Suit Gundam Gaiden: The Blue Destiny as a masterpiece, praising its impressive 3D polygons that bring mecha and robots to life with a strong sense of presence. The reviewer emphasizes the thrill of piloting mobile suits, engaging in realistic combat with detailed mecha designs, and experiencing the engaging stories surrounding new types and the Blue system. The game features multiple endings based on player choices in Eye-to-Eye, encouraging replayability. While readers express slight disappointment regarding the re-release's lack of significant enhancements and pricing, the developer emphasizes the Saturn version as a series akin to OVAs, incorporating user feedback, and promises further advancements in the anticipated Dreamcast version, with improved visuals and systems. This document presents a ranking of Sega Saturn games based on average scores from a reader's poll. The list spans from rank 420 to 795, featuring a diverse range of genres including racing, RAC, strategy, simulation, SLG, RPG, sports, SPT, adventure, ADV, action, ACT, puzzle, PUZ, table games, TAB, and others categorized as etc. Games listed include titles such as Battle Barba, RAC, 7.8636, Sangokushi IV, SLG, 7.853, World Cup 98 France Road to Win, SPT, 7.8403, Elevator Action Returns, ACT, 7.8177, and further down the list, Rockman 8 Metal Heroes, ACT, 7.7974. The ranking provides a snapshot of game popularity and ratings within the Sega Saturn library as evaluated by readers. The scores range from around 7.86 down to 5.5898 for the games listed in this excerpt. This page features odds tables and reader participation events for Sega Saturn and Dreamcast games. It presents ranked lists of Saturn games and peripherals with average scores, alongside player opinions on titles and characters. The content discusses anticipation for Dreamcast and questions Saturn's longevity. Reader participation is encouraged through prediction games. One race involves predicting software rankings, targeting The House of the Dead 2, with prizes for top predictions. Another game asks readers to predict average odds scores for titles like Blue Stinger, offering double prizes for perfect guesses. Instructions detail postcard submissions for race participation, mentioning prizes like a Dreamcast arcade stick and visual memory awarded via lottery to applicants. The deadline is March 25th, and application tickets are available on page 16. Winners for a past prediction are postponed, and Dreamcast postcard submissions are also welcomed. This Sega Saturn special report is a first play guide for Derby Stallion, a horse racing training simulation by ASC2, released on March 25th for 6,800 yen. Aimed at beginners and even experienced players, this guide provides essential Debista knowledge to avoid bankruptcy, the game's only game over. It emphasizes understanding gameplay depth and enjoying being a horse owner, but highlights the need for basic knowledge. The guide features 4 key points: avoiding bankruptcy, utilizing nicks and inbreeding and breeding, exemplified by Dinah Gulliver, implementing effective training patterns to unlock horse potential, including sample schedules and training focuses like speed and stamina, and learning to see through races to improve win rates by choosing suitable races and running styles. This beginner's guide promises to make winning GI races achievable, even without prior in-depth knowledge of bloodlines and training menus. This guide provides Derby Stallion beginners with strategies to avoid bankruptcy and build a successful stable. Upon starting, players must decide whether to breed their initial broodmare or sell her and purchase a 2-year-old. Breeding is low risk, focusing on steady growth by using quality stallions to produce promising offspring. Alternatively, buying a 2-year-old offers lower initial feed costs and known sex, but auction prices fluctuate. Financially, selling the initial broodmare if buying a 2-year-old is recommended. Target purchasing domestic horses under 4 million yen or auction horses around 15 million yen as future broodmares. Delay high breeding fees until year 2 with sufficient funds, over 10 million yen. Consider selling broodmares if foals are low value to maintain solvency. Savings tips include strategic monthly sending and patient bidding in auctions. Recommended bets for potential profit are Win and Quinella, Nagashi. This strategy guide for a horse racing game emphasizes understanding full potential through farm manager comments at 2 and 3 years old, focusing on speed, stamina, temperament, and health. Dangerous breeding is defined as breeding leading to infertility or leg weakness, specifically ultra-close inbreeding and same lineage breeding. Broodmare fertility peaks between 4 and 7 years old, declining afterwards, making younger mares preferable for purchase. Mixed breeding is presented as an effective method to create strong horses by combining specific sire lines. The guide lists compatible sire lineages for mixed breeding from previous game versions, suggesting new combinations might be introduced. Utilizing farm manager comments in mixed breeding while avoiding dangerous patterns is key to successful foal development in the game. This section of text from Derby Stallion explains effective inbreeding, noting it impacts individual horse parameters, unlike mixed combination, which affects overall ability. Inbreeding effects vary by horse, and overlapping effects occur with multiple inbred horses. While useful, excessive inbreeding risks infertility and leg problems. Inbreeding combines with other methods, like mixed combination. For example, Ibukimika, inbreeding with northern dancer sires, boosts speed. The text details combination patterns like speed-up inbreeding for stayers, to compensate for low speed in stamina-type pairings, and stamina-up inbreeding for middle-distance horses, to enhance winning ability in races requiring endurance. A list of stallions with inbreeding effects is included, along with a legend explaining abbreviation symbols used, like SP+ for large speed-up effect, ST for stamina-up, etc. This special report emphasizes balanced horse training to strengthen without breakdown. Omakase training is suitable for beginners and most horses, but manual training is recommended for early maturing, weak-legged, thoroughbred, or highly talented horses. For 3-year-olds before debut, earliest in July, prioritize dirt track and hill-paired training to reduce weight and build fighting spirit. Speed types benefit from initial hill training, then dirt track. Stamina types focus on dirt track with moderate hill work and grass track for speed if needed. After debut, training shifts to condition and weight management. Even on race days, trainer comments are crucial for monitoring condition, categorized into stages indicating improvement or decline. Top trainers are recommended for specific strengths. Fujieda for condition management, Moriyama for spirited horses and hill training, and Furukawa/Okugata for jockey-focused training. For injuries, fractures allow comeback, while tendinitis is more problematic but doesn't necessitate immediate retirement except in severe cases. Sprains/bruises are minor with quick recovery, while fractures/tendinitis require long rest. This guide to FPG-4 horse racing tactics explains how to improve your strategy by understanding race card marks, paddock comments, and advantageous battle tactics. Race card marks from pundits like Ogawa, Yoshida, Sato, and Matsumoto offer insights into a horse's abilities, including speed, stamina, fighting spirit, and form. Paddock comments reveal crucial information about a horse's temperament and condition, especially for horses returning after a break. Battle strategy is influenced by horse temperament, pace, and course. Difficult temperaments suit running away or chasing, while aggressive types lead. Pace and course length dictate whether chasing or runaway tactics are favored. To find easier wins, target backheld events, limited races, maiden, bred races, and flat races where rivals are weaker. Understanding jockey preferences for tactics is also beneficial. By considering these factors, you can develop stronger race strategies in FPG-4. This strategy guide covers the Dungeons & Dragons collection game, specifically focusing on the Tower of Doom mode. Choosing to rescue the fortress yourself leads to a challenging path with hidden rooms and more items. The guide details defeating key bosses, starting with the Displacer Beast in the fortress, advising players to attack its weak back, use sweeps to knock it down, and then apply oil and fire while watching for the real body's shadow. On the ship stage, players face strong troglodytes, where a cleric is recommended, and treasure chests are abundant. Be wary of troglodyte oil attacks. For the troll boss, players should observe vertical movements, knock it down with swings, and finish it with oil and fire to prevent revival, avoiding flame zones during its jump landings. The guide strongly recommends multiplayer for enhanced enjoyment and easier gameplay, suggesting diverse character parties and coordinated tactics, especially in boss battles, to efficiently clear stages. Tower of Doom tips highlight character-specific treasure chest contents. Elves and clerics should open chests for recovery items, and fighters/dwarves impact scroll drops. Magic rings offer attack, recovery, and support magic, valuable for fighters/dwarves unable to cast spells. Scrolls enable all characters to use magic. Chanting magic enhances attacks to multi-hit, benefiting from ally magic use. Down attacks are crucial. Various methods exist to down enemies, making them vulnerable. Chanting magic aids allies with recovery and reviving down teammates. Against enemies, chanting provides attack and flinching. For weak monsters, kobolds use fast thrusts, gnolls counterattack, skeletons sweep and jump, owlbears have unblockable jump attacks, and ghouls have foul-smelling, consciousness-reducing attacks, except for elves. Tailor strategies to each enemy's attack patterns. This Japanese video game guide offers strategies for Shadow over Mystara, detailing tips for various levels and bosses. For the heavy tank juggernaut train stage, quick progression is advised for experienced players, while beginners are warned of difficulty despite safety. The Dark Warrior boss is vulnerable to oil and fire, with attacks like flail and lightning being guardable. The Raging Vesuvia River is beginner-friendly but penalizes excessive enemy focus with a Black Dragon encounter. The Manticore Scorpion boss has mostly guardable attacks. Evasion is key, especially against stinger and claw attacks. The landing trap on Parade stage is filled with traps and falling rocks, requiring constant movement. The Battleship Harpy battle features dark elf magic and harpy dives, countered by jumping fireballs and using daggers/hammers for harpies. Finally, Terran, fought in a mountain range, is vulnerable to oil when grounded, but its tail whips are unguardable. Stone lasers are telegraphed by roars, allowing for distance attacks. Downed Terra Drin is the optimal time to attack and use oil. This strategy guide for Dungeons & Dragons, Shadow over Mystara, outlines 6 courses and boss battles. Mid-level Mountain Pass features a varying difficulty based on player choices after an airship attack. Icetown emphasizes hidden rooms despite its short path, advising players to explore a hidden room in the initial plaza first, even amidst kobold encounters. The Ogre Brothers fight involves facing 2 ogres sequentially, recommending focused attacks and character-specific combos, with dagger volley being effective. Demonic Forest is the most challenging, rich in items, requiring careful play and judicious use of recovery items over found potions. The Beholder boss is immune to magic, necessitating ground attacks and crouching to evade its assaults, while sliding keeps players mobile and avoids vertical alignment. Elf Tree Bridge, accessible only with an elf character, is short but culminates in a green dragon boss, unsuitable for novices. The Green Dragon battle begins with poison gas requiring evasion, and benefits from using an owlbear egg, hammer throws, and jump slashes after dodging the initial attack. This strategy guide focuses on achieving a confession in a romance game. Success hinges on managing money through part-time jobs to fund dates and gifts, crucial for raising affection and intimacy with girls. Part-time jobs not only repay debt, but also boost parameters. Meaningful spending includes date expenses, gifts, and conversation starter items like books and CDs, tailored to each girl's preferences. Maintaining stamina through rest is vital to avoid illness, which would hinder progress. Interactions with girls involve conversations and dates, requiring players to use relevant topics and navigate real-time conversations effectively. Choices made during interactions significantly impact the storyline. Dates also feature real-time action events to build intimacy. Protagonist settings influence conversations, and weekly information magazines are essential resources for successful dating. This guide outlines a strategy to build a relationship with Chihiro Asoka, who has likened the protagonist since childhood. Kindness is crucial. Story progression after Step 13 depends on a choice at Marin Palace. Chihiro enjoys music CDs like Rabbit, Japanese food, Sesame Flower Garden, and trends like small wave pattern. The strategy begins July 21st at Rainbow Promenade. Follow the flowchart through locations like Cafe Le Village, Bayside City Building, and Umi no Michi Seaside Park, engaging in conversations. Key events include a canceled trip, a biting event at home, essential for beach arc progression, and dates at Sesame Coast. Repeat real-time conversations using her liked topics to raise affection, aiming for at least 6 dates at locations like Sesame Flower Garden. A special present event occurs during the 25th real-time action at Sea Island, triggered by specific interactions: arm, face, breast, hair, body, ear, neck clicks. Chihiro's preferences include gentle types, refreshing fashion, classic music, Japanese food, quiet places, and hobbies like shopping. Utilize these to enhance your interactions and achieve a happy ending. This page details dating Yamazaki Kana in a Sega Saturn game. Kana is proactive and prefers easy-to-talk-to girls, casual style, J-rock, ethnic food, lively places, orange, indoor sports, and music. A flowchart strategy starts July 21st at Marin Bales at 2 p.m., with subsequent events at Her and Your House, Seaside Park, and Marin Bales at specific times and days. Key events include boat lending at Marin Bales, sending Canna home, dinner invitation, Joy City visit, ghost story, and test of courage. Success requires high masculinity, achievable through part-time jobs, and choosing Let's Go Home to increase intimacy. Meeting Kiri Tomasato is essential for Canna's route, as neglecting Kiri-related events will block progression. The Test of Courage event is vital for boosting intimacy, but requires Event 8, Ghost Story between July 31st and August 12th, to trigger and avoiding Canna at Marin Bales during that period. This strategy guide details how to date Miku in a game, likely for Sega Saturn. Miku appears later than other characters, requiring focused effort and frequent dates. Meeting Miku necessitates progressing through Chihiro's storyline, specifically making Chihiro consider a trip by being initially cold and suggesting a winning ticket. Following this, visiting Chihiro's favorite spot and then Tenka Ramen to meet Kunimi unlocks Miku's location at Shirohama Bridge. The guide provides a flowchart for early dates at Whitewalled Bridge, emphasizing specific dialogue choices over several days. Successful dating involves progressing through locations like the Flower Garden and Seaside Beach, culminating in sunset views and shopping trips. Key to winning Miku's affection are real-time conversations and raising intimacy levels by discussing her favorite topics: music, CD Rabbit, video, Around Asia in 80 Days, An Amazing Princess, book, The Black Dog Detective Doesn't Bark, Gourmet Café Le Village, and spots Umenoshima Island and Sazanami Flower Garden. Engaging with her interests and performing part-time jobs to increase stats are crucial for success. Urawaza Shopping presents secret techniques for Sega Saturn and Dreamcast games. For Puyo Puyo, a super spicy difficulty can be unlocked in handicap mode for easy wins, though it hinders skill improvement. Arrow dancing allows for improved RC plane visibility and control by enabling Watcher mode in the flight view settings. Sega Rally 2 features a viewpoint change option in the transmission selection screen using the directional buttons. In Power Stone, players can access 2P color schemes by selecting characters with the A button instead of B. The section also includes a call for Urawaza submissions for Sega Saturn and Dreamcast games, requesting detailed descriptions via postcard with personal information, game title, technique details, and desired software rewards. Early, well-explained submissions are prioritized, and previously published techniques are not accepted. Submissions should be sent to SoftBank Publishing's Dreamcast Magazine, Editorial Department, Urawaza Shopping. This Capcom Volume 82 article promotes the Power Stone anime and game, announcing the TV anime's premiere on April 3rd on TBS. Based on Capcom's Dreamcast game, the anime will feature both familiar game characters and new faces, promising exciting adventures centered around Fokker, a noble heir who transforms using a Power Stone. The story follows Fokker's quest as he gathers Power Stones and confronts those with hidden agendas. Capcom is also hosting a Power Stone Reinforcement Month in April, inviting readers to submit fan art and text related to the franchise. The article includes gameplay tips from developer Shimono Tsuyoshi, focusing on efficient Power Stone collection in-game. Weekly updates can be found on the Power Stone website. Love Quiz High School Angel is a new arcade game from Namco, advertised in Arcade Express Volume 46. This love simulation quiz game, designed by Toshiyuki Kubaoka of the LUNR series, is planned for spring and runs on the System 12 board with two-player capability. Players aim to win the affection of one of 4 girls by excelling in quizzes tailored to their individual preferences. Gameplay involves various quiz formats, like face-to-face, class, witch, and exam quizzes, testing academic ability and general knowledge. Examples of quiz questions range from shogi player quotes to musical instrument identification and spatial reasoning, highlighting the diverse challenges players will face to capture their chosen girl's heart. Arcade Express is a love simulation and quiz game by Namco, where the goal is to receive a confession from your chosen girl by graduation. Compatibility with girls is increased by understanding their personalities and preferences, which can be influenced by event parameters and trajectory correction. The game features 4 distinct girls: Sarikawa Yuri, a serious childhood friend; Ause Makoto, a tomboyish and athletic girl; Azusawa Chihiro, an otaku interested in the main character; and Saijonji Reika, a spoiled rich girl. Each girl has unique dialogue and preferences. Your personality in the game, categorized as serious, tomboy, otaku, or spoiled rich girl, is determined by your performance in quizzes, particularly general knowledge. Matching your personality to a girl's preference boosts compatibility. Higher favorability unlocks more interactions and special seasonal events like summer vacation and school festivals. The game promises plentiful event modes and quizzes to keep players engaged until they achieve their romantic goal. Finally, the arcade version of Zombie Revenge is operating. This guide introduces basic techniques for this action Sega game for 1 to 2 players using the NAOMI board. Key techniques include variable shot, dash attack, and hold attacks. Variable shot powers up gun attacks by aiming and continuously shooting until the lock-on sight turns red and shines. Dash attack is a quick, long-range attack that can disarm weapon-wielding zombies. Hold attacks are continuous techniques performed after a striking attack. Character introductions include stick brightling, balanced, and beginner-friendly, utilizing stick brightling techniques. Linda Rada is a fast, melee-focused character with bomb pressure and neck screw spin hold attacks. Rikiya Toshima is a power-based character for advanced players, featuring Toshima-style 4-direction hold and one-stroke back blow. Mastering these basic techniques is crucial for success in Zombie Revenge. This strategy guide covers Episode 1, Absolute Lockdown Area, focusing on Area 1, Woodside City, and Area 2, Edward Street. In Area 1, prioritize basic controls against initial zombies, but beware of shotgun zombies for instant game overs. Utilize variable shots, headshots for tough zombies, and collect red cards. Obtain the floppy disk, and equip stronger weapons like shotguns or machine guns to protect the survivor, Yoko, from weapon-wielding koi zombies. A hidden room near Yoko contains life. Boss UDSO3 is formidable. Clear surrounding enemies first, and use ranged weapons. For boss strategies, guarding and counterattacking is one option, while another is using pipes on the wall to weaken the boss, especially effective in single-player. In 2-player mode, coordinated attacks with one player guarding and the other attacking from behind are recommended. Post-boss fight, navigate a narrow alley by dash attacking through bottleneck zombie waves and using variable shots. Area 2 begins with acquiring grenades and life near Area 1's goal. Grenades are highly effective in Area 2, especially against large zombie groups in Groups 1 and 3, and against bird-like enemies in Group 3. Area 2 Group 2 features zombies from 2 directions and emphasizes card selection for later stages. Group 3 introduces masked men and machine gun zombies, where grenades are again very useful. This promotional page for Virtua Striker 2 version 99, titled Binchan's Virtua Striker Tactics Volume 3, offers tactical advice for winning head-to-head matches. It stresses adapting to opponent tactics, noting improved CPU AI in this version. Key strategies include midfield control, side attacks, counterattacks, and calculated offensive risks. Team profiles are provided for Croatia, highlighting their speed, positioning, key players, and flexible attacking style. Belgium is presented as a counterattacking team leveraging speed, quick ball steals, and side attacks, despite a weaker defense. Offensive and defensive formations are suggested for both teams. The page aims to equip players with strategic knowledge for success in Virtua Striker 99. J-League V-Strike 2 game information includes a field coat giveaway, where Naomi Toshiro, Yoko Ito, Mitsuo Yamate, Ryosuke Fukuda, and Yoshihiro Kikuchi are the winners of the version 99 coat. The game features national teams like Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, Korea, and Netherlands, with gameplay advice. Nigeria leverages physical abilities, focusing on player 6 in defense and player 7/10 in midfield for flank attacks and crosses. Saudi Arabia emphasizes counterattacks and set plays, using fast players 9/10 and height in defense. Korea uses speed-oriented play, highlighting player 10 for crosses and high balls, and marking players 4/6 defensively. Netherlands, Denmark, relies on positioning and passing, controlling midfield with players 10/11 and a strong defense led by player 3. This page depicts a young woman smiling at the camera. You look different from usual, and it's good. I want you to notice that I'm fashionable. Mizutani Yuri, a 12-year-old featured in the Dream a Girl project, is an actress known for roles in New Toilet no Hanakosen and commercials. In an interview, she shares her fashion preference for skirts on dates, unlike her usual jeans, and expresses interest in amusement parks like Joyopolis or Tokyo Tower for dates. Compliments on her appearance make her happy, and she considers her long hair her charm point. Yuri enjoys playing car games with her brother, despite crashing often. Her dream is to become an actress. With her first movie role in Karaoke, where she plays a third-year junior high student, she recounts a fun work-related visit to Joyopolis and encourages fans to send postcards to the Dreamcast Magazine. Director Sasaki of Karaoke described her as a dream to work with, highlighting her pleasant demeanor on set. Sega CS publicity team is recruiting for a long-term part-time position to support their busy advertising operations for Dreamcast and other products. Manager Takazaki Tadashi emphasizes the importance of detail-oriented individuals to support their work. The role involves answering phones, dispatch tasks, and recording Sega-related publications. Applicants should be 20 to 25 years old, computer literate, available weekdays 10 o'clock to 1900, excluding holidays, from April 99, cheerful, diligent, discreet, and able to commute to Sega in Haneda, Tokyo. Declaration. The application requires a resume, memo acceptable, and a handwritten self-appeal report with optional drawings. Send applications to the provided Tokyo address by the end of March 1999 for document screening, followed by interviews for shortlisted candidates. Marriage. Hourly wage is 900 yen plus transportation. Current employees describe the work as demanding but rewarding, requiring diligence, energy, and a serious attitude. Aries. Plan for overall and money luck. Be mindful of health and value friendships. Work will be challenging, but thoughtful action leads to happiness. Boys beware enemies. Girls may be meddlesome. Control spending. Watch for heart fatigue and be patient in love. Unavoidable work. Cutting ties and pink are lucky. Boys should study diligently for long-term goals. Girls are calming down and assessing what's lacking. Gemini. Good overall luck and reduced expenses. Be careful with colds. Love life is full. Stay focused at work. Honey color and early info are key. Boys maintain pride. Girls may have worsening illness/allergies needing cure. Cancer. Good overall and money luck. Don't overdo it health-wise. Love may progress from friendship. Work feels good. Light blue and a big wallet are points. Strive for independence. Boys risk collapse but resist. Girls avoid superficial kindness for later rewards. Leo. Steady overall. Don't lend money. Nerves may be tired. Appreciate kindness and love. Productive work. Detailed consideration and vermilion color will protect you. Boys be careful with money, especially gifts for women. Girls can be spoiled, but consider time and place. Virgo. Steady overall. Money improves later. Health is fine. Spiffless. Don't rely on intuition and love. On-time work. Light brown, text-rich magazines, elegance, and dance are important. Boys are appealing to women. Study interests thoroughly. Girls will overcome obstacles. Relax and smile. Libra. Normal overall. Don't spend freely. Prioritize basic health. Confused love feelings continue. Watch for document errors at work. Khaki, grilled food, timed actions bring happiness. Boys shop with family. Girls face mental and physical imbalance. Be careful. Scorpio. Normal overall. You will earn money. Stiff shoulders possible. Weight in love. Type differences emerge at work. Yellow, leather, cleaning bring happiness. Boys don't be wasteful despite money. Girls consult same-sex friends for advice. Sagittarius. Normal overall. Be generous with money. Watch for heat issues. Take action in love. Size. Favorable work. Ribbons, small animals, falling items are lucky. Boys will have varied experiences with understanding being key. Girls may face money troubles. Postpone purchases. Capricorn. Normal overall. Explore money options. Check teeth. Decreased love mood. Boring work. Green warm feet. Soft things bring happiness. Boys will be harmed by mistakes. Apologize. Girls face rumors. Think about better approaches. Aquarius. Excellent overall and money luck. Stomach bloating possible. Rapid love progress. Go with the flow at work. Orange. Painting. Humility bring happiness. Boys may rekindle old love. Girls achieve success. Be confident and praised. Pisces. Normal overall. Nothing special money-wise. Beware injuries. Fickle love mood. Harmonious work. Black, walking, revealing hidden things are good. Boys disinfect wounds, review studies, be careful post-work. Girls are irritable. Act like an adult. Lucky person. Keys Evans. Pisces, February 14th. Hidden feelings may materialize. Busy week. Take care of yourself. Dreamcast Magazine announced a reader gift campaign featuring 4 prize categories. Dreamcast software, 20 winners. A Capcom Street Fighter, 2i paper bag, 3 winners. A Divine Machine World Evolution poster, 10 winners. And a Victor Jazzy calendar, 3 winners. To apply, readers needed to complete a postcard questionnaire by April 1st, specifying their desired prize. The issue also previewed upcoming content, including Tokyo Game Show announcements and new game titles like Code Veronica and Shenmue. Featured sections included Tokyo Game Show announcements, strategy guides for games like Blue Stinger and Power Stone, and new arrival information for games like Get Bass and Romance of the Three Kingdoms Fixed. Contact information was provided for magazine content inquiries and back-issue orders, but they do not answer game hint or cheat code questions. This page depicts a promotional advertisement for a Dreamcast game, SHOUEI, Dreamcast. The main contender has arrived. Real racehorses run in the latest conditions every week. A full-fledged horse racing simulation for adults who pursue realism. Quote, Digital Horse Racing Newspaper, My Trackman, and Kanto Horse Racing Newspaper Association Special Tie-Up. Release date, April 8, 1999. Kachiuma. Keishu News. Horse Racing Research. Derby News. Nikken Keiba. Cooperation. Weekly horse racing book. Available at major toy stores, game shops, department stores, mass retailers, Lawson and other stores. Dreamcast is a trademark of Sega Enterprises, Limited. 30 winners will be invited to the Sapporo Horse Racing and Ranch Tour by lottery. Please return the enclosed questionnaire postcard in the package. Valid if postmarked by May 31st. This advertisement promotes Blue Stinger, a Dreamcast game lauded by film industry professionals. Kenjiro Kojima from Toei Video praised its thrilling speed, smooth controls, and Hollywood-esque creatures. Motoaki Matsushita, FLIX editor-in-chief, highlighted the game's innovative camera work and interactive experience, exceeding movies. Hiroshi Kubo of Culture Convenience Club admired its movie-like visuals, characters, and story, even requesting a film adaptation. Michitaka Miura, from 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment Japan, noted the game's immersive presence, blurring boundaries between games and movies, calling it adventure games. Blue Stinger boasts creature design by Robert Short, E.T., Predator, and camera work supervision by Pete Von Schally, Terminator 2, The Mask, bringing Hollywood talent to this ultra-real non-stop adventure game. Masaki Sagawa led the original story and CG design, with music by Toshihiko Sahashi, featuring characters DG Ballade and Dogs Bauer. Blue Stinger was priced at 5,800 yen, excluding tax, and released on March 25th, alongside an original soundtrack. The advertisement also mentions Dreamcast Partners membership and advance tickets for Tokyo Game Show '99 Spring.